now.
After review, it was determined that the receiver had both feet in bounds, maintained control of the ball. It is a successful two-point try.
So that changes things because now you've got an 8-point game. You've got a one-score game, which has been a very big part of the all-time series between these two teams. The most one-score games played in NFL history by two teams, Philadelphia and Washington. So, onside kick. Zane Gonzalez lines it up at the 35. Philadelphia has hands team out there. And a timeout taken by the Eagles. 28 seconds on the clock.
So the onside kick rate is not real good in the NFL in terms of teams successfully recovering, unless you're playing the Ravens, who have given up a couple earlier this year.
Washington's last successful onside kick was 2015 in a 31-30 win over Quebec.
How do you know that? I mean, please, there's no way you did the prep and wrote that down, that you knew when, you wanted to have their last successful. If you did, you're the greatest of all time. The greatest researcher and preparer of all time.
Prep? No, it's just there. It's just ready. Front of brain. Put it on the ground, bounce it, and Philadelphia is there for the recovery. It is Goddard, part of the hands team. Washington has 2 timeouts remaining, but only 20 seconds on the clock.
And for you, Ryan, the next time you do a Commanders game, you can just keep that stat in your brain, in your head, and you got it ready, because they still didn't convert another one.
Week 7, 2015, 31-30. You'll remember that forever, Ross. Tampa Bay. So Philadelphia sends the offense out on the field. High fives on the Eagles sideline. They get into 3 formation here. Snap it to Hurts. Takes a knee. And that's it. The Eagles take control of the NFC East. They knock off the Washington Commanders 26-18 to improve to 8-2 and 3-0 in the division. That's back-to-back losses now for Washington. They fall to 7-4, 1-2 in the NFC East. Saquon Barkley, big numbers. Now has 1,347 yards from scrimmage this season, the 3rd most for a veteran player through a team's first 10 games. New team. Barkley goes 146 on the ground and then gets 52 on the receiving side.
Almost 135 yards per game for him. What a signing. I mean, he's already been worth the $12.5 million that they're paying him for this year. And the Commanders had control of the game, I felt, for a long time. But eventually, the Eagles roster, the Eagles talent, and quite frankly, the Eagles offensive line wearing them down proved to be the difference.
So, it's another win for Philadelphia. 6-game winning streak for Nick Sirianni's squad. The final score, Eagles 26, Commanders 18. When we come back, Scott Graham rejoins us from our Westwood One studios. You're listening to Thursday Night Football on Westwood One.
My son loves to fly kites, but my active psoriatic arthritis can sometimes hold me back. Now with Skyrizi to treat my skin and joints, I'm ready to go. Skyrizi, Risankizumab Riza, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection for adults, helps with less joint pain, stiffness, swelling, and fatigue. For those who also have plaque psoriasis, 90% clearer skin is possible with just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check for infection and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms such as fever, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough, or if you plan to or recently received a vaccine.
With Skyrizi, there's nothing like clearer skin and better movement, and that means everything. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi today and visit skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKYRIZI to learn more.
Oh, Check engine light on? Take the guesswork out of your check engine light with O'Reilly Veriscan. It's free and provides a report with solutions based on over 650 million vehicle scans verified by ASE certified master technicians. And if you need help, we can recommend a shop for you. Ask for O'Reilly Veriscan today.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Every success you've had began with a great opportunity. Now there's another one. At University of Maryland Global Campus, we provide no-cost digital resources in place of textbooks and most courses. And that's not all. You'll receive your accredited online education at an affordable tuition with a choice from more than 135 degree and certificate programs. With online and hybrid courses, get everything you need to succeed again. Learn more at umgc.edu, certified to operate in Virginia by Chev.
William is one of millions of Americans who uses GoodRx to save on the cost of their prescriptions.
My oldest daughter, Camilla, 2 days.
The following is an exclusive presentation of Pirate Radio, the voice. The following is an exclusive presentation of Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation. Pirate fans, welcome to the U.S. Cellular Fifth Quarter Postgame Call-In Show, brought to you by U.S. Cellular. Be sure to visit one of ECU graduate Brandon Tate's Platinum Certified U.S. Cellular stores and experience the highest standard of customer service. Call in on the live line at 317-1250. Now, with a complete recap of the game and your phone calls, live from the Pirate Radio studios, here's your host of the U.S. Cellular Fifth Quarter, Clip Brock.
All right, the Pirates about to knee it out. Win number 6, bowl eligible. They escape Tulsa with a win, 38-31. Still got some work to do. Can't take a safety here.
Yeah, I was about to say. We just
So before we completely count the chickens, let's run this clock out.
Just one play. You just got to have one play.
Tulsa has forward progress, blow the whistle, no Tulsa screw job. And we are good to go.
Let's go.
Pirates win 38-31. And East Carolina will be going to a bowl. Alex Harper making sure he gets on TV by hugging Blake Harrell. Veteran move there. And East Carolina is a winner. We're taking your calls, 317-1250. We'll get Holt's thoughts on this one on the other side of this timeout. 317-1250, U.S. Cellular Fifth Quarter on the air.
Attention Wings Over lovers. There's a new flavor that is sure to put you in a trance. Introducing the all-new Cajun Voodoo flavor. Try this blend of spices that collide in an explosion of flavor, combining cayenne, sugar, and a hint of magic today. Every bite leaves you craving more, as if entranced by some voodoo spell. And don't forget, Wings Over is open for lunch every day and is open until 3 a.m. on Fridays and Saturdays. So try the new Cajun Voodoo today. Give them a call at 758-9464. Wings Over Greenville, they deliver.
Happy fall, y'all. Lindsay Gray here with Carolina Caliber. It's gear up time. Whether you're looking for gifts, something for hunting or protection, you can't go wrong with our selection. We've got new guns, old guns, his guns, and her guns. Kids, students, mom, dad, grandma, and grandpa, we've got the whole family covered. Enjoy browsing our online store where you can take your pick from the largest selection of firearms and accessories in Eastern NC. And watch out for the unbeatable holiday sales coming soon. When you're ready, have some pumpkin spice and come see us for everything nice. Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville. It's a time-honored tradition.
There's a common misbelief today that to make it further, you need to push yourself, that you need to give up any joy to continue your rigid routine. Or you could try another way. Take some time to enjoy life, like having a Michelob Ultra with friends, because happiness is essential to living an exceptional life. Michelob Ultra, a refreshing and balanced flavor with only 2.6 carbs and 95 calories. It's only worth it if you enjoy it. Enjoy responsibly. Michelob Ultra, proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989.
Bad Daddy's Burger Bar in Greenville has the best deals in town. Just listen to this. BD's Amber Ale for $3 on Monday. Talls for smalls on Tuesday. $5.50 wine pours on Wednesday. $5 house margaritas on Thursday. Handshaking cocktails are $7 on Friday. And house Bloody Marys for just $6 on Sunday. But wait, there's more. Every day, 2 hours before closing time, appetizers are half off. Don't wait. Get to Bad Daddy's Burger Bar now. Located just off Greenville Boulevard in the Publix Shopping Center. Go Pirates!
I'm here with Jamie Lane with Carolina Hardscapes and Pools. Jamie, what's new?
For starters, we're building our new building out at 5019 Highway 43 South. We've also put together a 10-day pool package.
A 10-day pool package? What does that mean?
Well, people think pools take a long time, but with this package, we break ground and have you swimming in 10 days. Go to CarolinaHardscapesandPools.com or by calling 364-1201. You can stop by our office on Fire Tower Road. We can make your backyard dreams into a reality with landscaping, patios, fireplaces, and outdoor kitchens.
Carolina Hardscapes and Pools.
Enjoy the outdoors.
Pirate football comes to Bostic Sugg Furniture this Saturday. Quarterback Caton Hauser and wide receiver Winston Wright Jr. will be on hand for autographs and pictures this Saturday from 12 to 1. Bostic Sugg will be giving the first 50 people a free autographed miniature football. The Pirates have an open Saturday this week, but you can still whet your Pirate football appetite by meeting quarterback Caton Hauser and wide receiver Winston Wright Jr. this Saturday from 12 to 1 at Bostic Sugg Furniture.
Pirate football is back, and the only way to dress for game day is to visit UBE or pirateware.com. UBE has all your game day apparel, such as polos, tees, hats, and jerseys. UBE also has all the merchandise to keep your tailgate undefeated. Pirate flags, decals, face tattoos, and more. And for your little pirates, visit our Crow's Nest with Pirate Nation's largest selection of youth apparel. UBE has special hours on Sunday after home games, open from noon till 5. And you can visit pirateware.com anytime. UBE, where every day is game day.
The Rick House is Eastern North Carolina's premier restaurant and bourbon authority. Jefferson's, Basil Hayden, Woodford Reserve, and a Midwinter Night's Dram are just a few of the incredible bourbon options. The Rick House features the very best steaks and fresh, made-from-scratch pastas. The Rick House can host your corporate event or special parties in the 3,000-square-foot banquet hall. Join the Rick House for Sunday brunch from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. and for the wine tastings on the last Friday of every month. The Rick House.
This is Mac McCarthy, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to the U.S. Cellular Fifth Quarter Postgame Call-In Show. Here's Clip Brock.
All right, Pirates, a winner tonight on the road, knocking off Tulsa. Wasn't the prettiest of pretty games. 38-31 defense makes a stand at the end, and East Carolina has 6 wins, bowl eligible, and Blake Harrell moves to 3-0 as interim coach. A lot to talk about with this one. A lot of angry Pirate fans during the game. We'll see what the mood is after the game here on the U.S. Cellular Fifth Quarter Call-In Show. Real quick, thanks to Emporium for the post-game food. That's right, Emporium has that great selection of beer, and now they have a mouth-watering food menu. Check it out at 814 Dickinson Avenue. Emporium, explore your pour and check out the food along with their over 50 beers on tap. Holton Ahlers is here. Shirley, J-Bone, Mark Alexander, and the big dog, Glenn Griffin. Late night here, Pirate Radio Studios. Holt, your quick thoughts on the victory.
I am pumped. I mean, we're bowling. I think it's the best possible case for ECU, and I will tell you guys later when I have a little bit more time. But we're bowling. That's what matters. We won. So 6-4. Let's keep winning.
All right, let's hear what you have to say. Live line locked and loaded. Big Rock Power Sports live line. Wayne, Brandon, Bryce will get to you. Cameron's up first, as he usually is, with our Pirate Towing first call of the fifth quarter. Hello, Cameron.
How about them Pirates, guys? My goodness. It wasn't pretty, but guess what, guys? We're bowl eligible. We're bowl eligible. We sat last year through a disaster of a season going 2-10, and now the tide has turned. Mike Houston's gone. A few weeks ago, Clip, I thought this season was dead. We're 3-4. I thought there was no hope for this team. But John Gilbert made the right decision, got rid of Mike Houston. Blake Harrell's come in. I'm not saying you should give him the job, but he needs to be a top candidate because we're bowl eligible, guys. We're bowl eligible. And let me give a shout-out to Rajay Harris. Rajay Harris, legacy game tonight, boys.
My guy.
Legacy game. He put the team on his back. And he led us to victory. I'm fired up, guys. We're bowl eligible. Blake Harrell's name's got to be at the top of the list for the new coaching search. I just think there's a whole lot more risk now if you go somewhere else than you do by sticking with Harrell when you can pay him less and he can go out and get somebody else or something like that. But we're bowl eligible, guys. And I tell you what, we won this game tonight right before halftime, we decided with 37 seconds left to not knee it out after our quarterback threw 2 interceptions, and it looked all out of sync. Blake Harrell used his timeouts. We drove the ball up the field, and we got a field goal, and that changed the momentum because, to me, we were dead in the water. Tulsa was probably going to come out and just kill us in the second half. That was the difference in the game. That's a coaching decision Blake Harrell's made. He's had some good in-game coaching, and we're going to bowl games, baby. Let's go Pirates, and let's go, baby. Let's go. I'm fired up, guys.
There he is, Cameron in Goldsboro. Love the call. You sound like Steve Logan's illegitimate kid at times, the way you scream. And I did have to chuckle when he said, let's go with Blake Harrell, because we were about a minute 40 away from Cameron calling for Blake Harrell's head.
Oh, 100%.
But that's how quick things can change.
Yeah, I mean, look, you went up there for a win. We knew that Tulsa's a weird place to play. Look, I've played there. The ECU fans know what has happened there in the past. We won. That's what matters. We're 6-4. We're going bowling. You got the job done. Look, it was ugly. Caton Hauser definitely didn't play his best game, but I'll say this right now. I think that's best case scenario for ECU, because if we win and he doesn't play that good, then that keeps transfer portal teams away from him. So I'm dead serious on that.
Hey, this guy stinks.
Don't come and take him from us. So, I mean, look, if he goes and lights it up for 500 yards the rest of the year, like, there's going to be teams calling. There probably is anyways. But let's keep him a secret for as long as we can.
Nice to see the Pirates win with some adversity, having to battle back there. That was good stuff down the stretch. 317-1250. By the way, that was our first call of the fifth quarter, brought to you by Pirate Towing. Pirate Towing, the exclusive towing partner for East Carolina Athletics. Pirate Towing is here for you every game day. They also offer roadside assistance if you're locked out of your car. Call Pirate Towing, 955-4670. Visit them on Facebook. Pirate Towing, the preferred towing partner with ECU and Pirate Nation. We go next to Bryce in L.A. What's up, Bryce?
Hey, guys. Just thanks to your amazing advertisers, I think I'm going to have to try a Jersey Mike's Chipotle pastrami sub. That looks fantastic. Moving on.
Chandler wants me to be the guinea pig and go try that for him. He mentioned the other day, so I might check one of those out myself.
I'm not going to lie to you, man. Next cheat day, that might be on the menu. Well, I'm glad we didn't get the old Tulsa screw job, as we like, and Clip, my condolences that you didn't get your perfect sports night with the Commanders not pulling it out.
Yeah, rough night for them, but Pirates win, so all good.
Yeah. It was, I remember this, Clip, you may remember, and Hope, I think you were still in high school, but I remember the first time we played South Florida, and they were really chippy, little headbutts, little rib shots. It was just cheap. And I remember us being like, who are these guys? And I felt like that was Tulsa tonight. And it egged us on tonight. Yeah, we had some penalties that were just stupid. But one begat another, and they got into our heads for a minute. And it was really good to see us pull back from that. If that makes any sense whatsoever. It's in a place where more people watch J.H. Rose high school basketball than they did that football game tonight. That was something. So I'm proud of those guys for doing it and muscling up in the fourth quarter. And Rajay doing that. I mean, after losing a 71-yard touchdown, I mean, geez. I think listening to these past few games and us being the Bill and the ESPN, the mothership tonight, we pulled out a win. That was most important. It was explosive. We did that. Big national audience. And those guys on there, I'm not sure what it is, but they pull for us. It was the pregame guys, the guys during the game. Dan Mullen, who of course is on the radar for coaching. So man, all we got to do is keep winning wins. I believe that we get something much bigger behind us. And the last thing I'll say is that they also did say that this is only the second time we were bowl eligible since 2015. I think they forget about when Boston College pulled out.
Yeah.
And so I wanted to correct that one. Guys, great work tonight. Go Pirates. I'll be listening while I get my buzz on.
All right, Bryce, have a fun night. Still early out in L.A. 317-1250. We'll come back here to the East Coast and talk to Brandon in Greenville on the Big Rock Power Sports Live line. Hello, Brandon.
What's going on, guys?
What's up?
Hey, first, Holton, I need a favor.
All right, what's up?
We played your brother in a championship game the other night. He told me how far he hit the golf ball, and I'm trying to get him on my golf team so he can win the tournament.
No kidding. I've never seen anyone hit a ball farther than him on the golf course.
He told me, and I'm like, all right, we got to sign you up.
Yeah, he can hit the ball a mile.
Talk him into it.
All right, I got you.
All right. Yeah. So I love Mike. I loved Mike. I don't know that we win this game if he's our coach. And I mean, much as I like the guy, I don't know that we win this game. And I'm not saying that Blake did anything spectacular, but I don't know of a game that we played where we had a bad game that we played tonight with Mike and we won. Holton, you obviously played. You probably have, an example of that, but just in my recent memory, I don't know. And, it drives me crazy. I try to stay off Facebook during games, but people jump up there and it'll be the third quarter and they're like, this team sucks, clear house. We just came off 2 big wins. And I'm just like, man, we need to chill out. They never were up more than a score, and we beat ourselves and we still ended up winning the game. And to me, that's an improvement from a month ago. So I don't know how Blake's not at the top of the list. I hope he is. I'm not saying he's the right guy, but I will not be upset if he's our next head coach. And I have a lot of people that I know that are in the same boat, and I hope he gets the job. I think he's a great guy. I think he's great for the kids, and I think they respect him. Holton, you probably know a little more about that than most of us do. But in my opinion, over the last 4 years, he was the best coach on that football team. I mean, we had a terrible season last year, and the defense was ranked, I think, 38th in the country. So the guy can coach. So anyway, I think it was a great win despite playing so bad, because I don't think we win that game in past years. So we're bowl eligible. We get to travel and go watch some football this winter. So I don't have any babies that were holding me back this year. So let's go. Go Pirates.
All right, Brandon. Thanks for the call. Looking forward to the bowl destination now.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that's always an exciting time. And, Clip, we talked about it when I went on Pirate Radio with you about just having transfer portal guys be able to visit you when you're practicing, especially if Coach Harrell's the coach. Like, that's a big deal. And look, I'm sure we're going to talk about the head coaching thing a lot tonight, but Coach Harrell seems to, and look, I do have experience with him. Obviously, he was there 4 years, I believe, when I was there. Like, the players love him. I don't know a player that doesn't like Coach Harrell. Even the players that didn't really play for him, that didn't work out for him, they still respected and liked Coach Harrell. And I said it last week. We just got to be careful of not going after the big splash hire. This is a very big point in East Carolina's history because it's a new version of ECU athletics, of college athletics. And if you have someone who the players love, who can keep, somewhat of a culture around and keep the key pieces around, then you got to give them a serious look at it.
317-1250. Bryce talked about the chippiness. I don't know if there was bad blood or what, but this was an interesting tweet by ECU football. Guess who's going bowling and guess who's not at Tulsa football? I don't know if an intern meant to do that on their account, but I love that. Our main account throwing some.
Shout out to Jared Osmick right there.
Throwing some darts at Tulsa. All right, we go next to Wayne in Greenville. What's up, Wayne?
Hey, Clip. Hey, Holton.
What's up, brother?
Hey, man, I just want to say, Clip, good luck in your online Dynasty National Championship.
Thank you, man. Fresno State, UNLV, Friday night for all the marbles. Appreciate that.
Yeah, no problem. I also want to say the only team that played worse than Tulsa tonight was the Washington Commanders.
Okay. That was a great setup, though.
Fly, Eagles fly, go Birds. I've been talking crap in the comments all week, and I just want to say congratulations to the Commanders for yet another loss. I also want to add, Holden, love you as a quarterback.
Appreciate it.
Also want to add, I really like this team right now. I think we're playing well. I don't think we played as well as we have the last 2 games. I don't think that Tulsa is as good as the teams that we played, but we went on the road. We got to win. And, hey, look, go Pirates. That's all that matters. We're going bowling, and I just wanted to have a confident call, and I hope we can go get the next 2 games, and I'm cheering for Blake. Appreciate both of you guys. Go Pirates, and love you guys.
All right. Thank you, Wayne. Even with the stuff you said. Thank you.
I thought he was,
I appreciate you.
When he said, "Hold on, I like you as a quarterback," I thought he was setting me up to just smack me down too, right there.
Nah,
you went 2 for 2.
Just me tonight. Good call, Wayne. Appreciate it. 317-1250. Let's take a break. We'll come back. We got Patrick and we got Kyle in LaGrange, and we have a couple of open lines if you want to jump in. 317-1250 on the U.S. Cellular Fifth Quarter call-in show. A lot to go on a late night. Back with you after this.
Greenville's hometown pizzeria is Cucinella's. Cucinella's has 2 locations with great options for lunch, dinner, takeout, and they now offer catering. Dine in for lunch with a slice, salad, and a drink with a friend, or stop by after work and grab a beer or glass of wine while you wait for your to-go order. The best pizza, grinders, salads, and homemade Italian ice is at Cucinella's. Cucinella's Midtown across from Best Buy, downtown across from Sup Dogs, and on Facebook and Instagram. Cucinella's, serving handcrafted pizza since 1932. Come taste the difference.
Pizza just goes better with Pepsi Zero Sugar.
Pizza. Thank you.
But don't take our word for it. In fact, don't take any words for it. Crispy and cheesy, paired with delicious and refreshing. My mouth is watering already. Ooh, too hot. Yeah, we've all been there. Every bite is better with Pepsi.
This is Brian Harris with 360 Golf Carts, Pitt County's go-to shop for all things golf carts. We have E-Z-Go, club car, and utility carts to choose from. Whether it's for the beach, riding around the neighborhood, or working in the yard, 360 Golf Carts has the perfect ride for you. If you have issues with your current cart, take it by my shop for an expert's diagnosis. From parts to sales to service, we have you covered. We will even deliver right to you. So come see me, Brian Harris, on Highway 43, just past D.H. Conley High School. 360 Golf Carts, Pirates supporting Pirates.
Do you have any real estate questions about buying or selling residential or commercial properties? Are you curious about this current real estate market? Do you need a property manager for all your rental houses? This is proud ECU alum Scott Harris with Harris Real Estate Group, and I would love to help answer every question you have and show you a real estate experience that will be memorable and enjoyable. Every step of the way, I'm here to make your dreams a stress-free reality. Call me today at 347-1857. That's 347-1857. Go Pirates!
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Rhonda from Russell's Clothing in downtown Washington. Fall weather is coming and we're ready for some Pirate football. Russell's has a long history of dressing Pirate fans, both men and women. For the men, we offer both logoed and non-logoed from Peter Millar, Johnny O, and Smathers and Branson. Our ladies love Tyler Bowe, Emily McCarthy, and Never a Wallflower for game day. Join us in wishing the Pirates a healthy and successful season. And remember, for all your game day needs, shop Russell's in downtown Washington. Go Pirates!
Here at the Holistic Company, we know that life throws you its fair share of curveballs, like passing that drug test. Congrats. Now you can finally relax, kick back, and, well, light one up. You've earned it. And whether you've had one of those weeks, or maybe your mother-in-law's in town and you're one passive-aggressive comment away from needing a vacation, if this sounds like you, then come visit our team here at the Holistic Company to help you find the perfect products to ease your stress and promote relaxation. Order our products online at theholisticco.com or visit us at 5th and Evans in Greenville or at one of our other 2 locations in Fremont or Smithfield. The Holistic Company.
I'm Sam Jones, and as a 4th-generation barbecue man, family is everything. Let our Take-A-Bake meal be a part of your family's holiday family tradition this year, with whole smoked turkey breast, mac and cheese, baked beans, green bean casserole, muffins, barbecue sauce, and of course, pecan pie. Go to samjonesbarbecue.com to reserve yours today. Great barbecue and family always makes for long-lasting family traditions.
Do life stresses have you feeling exhausted? Do your golf, tennis, and workouts have your body aching? If so, Kyra's Float and Wellness Studio has your solution. Come visit us at 2800 East 10th Street and try our services like our float therapy, which is a private pool containing a saturated solution of Epsom salt that allows you to float effortlessly for ultimate relaxation and therapy. At Kyra's Wellness Studio, we also have an infrared sauna, cold plunge, and salt and halo therapy that will leave your body feeling relaxed and healed. Contact us today at kyrasfloats.com. Kyra's Float and Wellness Studio. Restful intentions.
This is Wyatt Lunsford-Shankman. You're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to the U.S. Cellular Fifth Quarter Postgame Call-In Show. Here's Clip Brock. Now, with the Pirate Radio scoreboard. Here's Shirley Rhodes.
All right, let's start off with some women's college basketball news as East Carolina defeated Furman tonight at Minges Coliseum by a final of 67-51. Jayla Hurt finished with 14 points for the Pirates. The Pirates are heading up to or down to Columbia, South Carolina to take on Dawn Staley's team Sunday afternoon at 2 o'clock. Speaking of South Carolina, they played tonight and beat Coppin State 92-60. 13th ranked NC State beat Kent State 79-51, and 16th ranked Duke defeated the Dayton Flyers 84-49. And that is a look at your Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard, brought to you by The Buck. It's your beacon of music in the land of pirates, and they're open from noon until 2 a.m. with live music every night and free entry for ladies all weekend long. Follow The Buck on Instagram for updated schedules, and we'll see you at The Buck. Now let's head back into the U.S. Cellular Fifth Quarter. Here's Clip Rock.
All right, 317-1250. Not how a lot of Pirate fans thought this one would be drawn up. Still a lot of that should have been a lot different, and that one didn't go the way we thought it would. But it is a win, and East Carolina picks up win number 6 on the season. Got Holton Ahlers here, Shirley Rhodes taking your call, Jarrett on video production, Big Dog Mark Alexander here as well, late night. Had fun watching these games tonight, even though one didn't go my way, and the ECU game didn't look like it was there at the end. But Pirates get it done. Philly Al is hanging on. Atticus is as well, Patrick. But we will start this with Kyle in LaGrange. What's up, Kyle?
What's going on, boys? I'll tell you what, that one was different. First of all, Harris, man, Raji played his tail off, particularly in the fourth quarter. You know, he had the long touchdown run called back in the third, and then the 2 touchdown runs in the fourth, and the 2-point conversion. Which, good God, that 2-point conversion was just all him. A good pitch by Hauser on a little option, but second effort by Harris to get it in the end zone to put us up by 7. Everything went against us tonight. You had Winston Wright Jr. go down. You had Sowell go down. You had penalty after penalty. You had, Caden Hauser finally looked like he was human in a bad way, throwing interceptions. You just, you go up by 14, touchdown run called back. Then you're down by 7 in the fourth, and just the way we responded. And Blake Harrell, John David Baker on the sideline, good job calling plays overall, although I don't know what we were doing with some of the passing game tonight, but overall, good job calling plays. But Blake Harrell never flinching, taking Steve Logan's words to heart. You go for it every time at East Carolina, going for it on fourth down repeatedly. Knew what he wanted to do, very aggressive. A lot of people will, say this, and it didn't go the way we thought it would based on the spread, but hell, 3 weeks ago, we would have just been glad to win any game by 7. So suddenly we're bowl eligible, and we needed to see this. We needed to see, in terms of Blake Harrell, if he's going to be a serious head coaching candidate, can he find a way to win a close game? Well, he did. Not only did we win a close game, we were down in the fourth. And, he kept those guys together through a lot of adversity. A lot of times this game, it looked like we were going to put it away, but there was a time in the fourth where this thing could have got away from us. And instead, he kept the team together, and we won it. So hats off to Blake. Hats off to Rajay Harris. Just proud of them to get bowl eligible. We got 2 games to go. And I think a little bit of tonight was probably, I don't know, maybe playing tight because, we were playing for that 6th win. And Tulsa has some extra days to get ready for us. But, I'll just say this, and I'm going to make my call a little shorter than normal tonight. I'm a little exhausted, but I just can you guys think of a time at East Carolina where a really likable, player-friendly, jovial kind of, everybody loves him defensive coordinator won at East Carolina with a young, cocky offensive coordinator? I mean, I'm sitting here.
I see where you're going with this.
Trying to think, he reminds me of somebody with one slight difference. I believe Blake might be a little shorter. But anyway, he reminds me of somebody, and it seemed to work pretty well. So we'll see what happens these next couple of weeks. But very proud of this football team for getting bowl eligible tonight, and we'll see how it plays out. And, hey, look, for Blake, he came here from Kennesaw State. They're in their first year of FBS, and they just fired their head coach. So he might end up with a head coaching job one way or another. Hopefully it's here. But we'll see. But proud of the team, and go Pirates.
All right, Kyle. Hope you're doing all right. Good to hear from you, man. There's Kyle in LaGrange, 317-1250. On the Big Rock Power Sports live line, we go to Patrick in Greenville. Hey, Patrick.
Hey, man. I'm trying to wake up from Kyle. I didn't ever think I'd get on, but thanks for taking my call. Great night for the Pirates. I'm excited. I think the team showed quite a bit of what I call patience. They didn't panic. They didn't seem to panic, but what a hell of a night for Rajay. The big question for me is, here we are deep in the season. I know we had, a real catastrophic injury earlier to one of our best players, All-American in the secondary, but our secondary got hosed tonight, especially number 11, and we've got to really shore that up with the last two games coming up. Number 11 just got exposed terribly. And that quarterback for Tulsa really is not what I would consider a top-notch quarterback. He threw a lot of balls up that, in my opinion, if the cornerback would have been looking backwards, could have very easily intercepted them. But, I'm going to close with this. Great to be a Pirate tonight, going from 2-10 to now 6-4 with an opportunity to go, 7-4, hopefully 8-4, get a pretty decent bowl game. It's great to be a Pirate today. But one thing that really concerns me when I look at East Carolina is the punting situation. I cannot understand for the life of me. We've got a punter that continuously kicks 30-yard line drive punts and doesn't really change the field for us when we have opportunities. Wanted to know y'all's thoughts on that, especially, from you, Holton. We for some reason can't get or attract a good punter. I would love to see open competition, something opened up, but our punting situation, in my opinion, is not very good. But thanks for taking my call, guys. Y'all have a good night. Thanks.
All right, there is Patrick, and I'll look it up. Do you know how many punters we have on the roster right now?
I know we have another Aussie. I don't know how many people know that. We have two of them now. The special team situation is really weird, honestly. I thought John Young, when I was there, was really good. Very underrated. And then I'm big, kicking situation. I can give you a little bit more info on that. Like me and Caden, who's not here tonight, he's in Hawaii. I'm big on offering a 5-star kicker, one of the best kickers in the nation, a scholarship out of high school. I think it's worth doing. I think it's worth using a scholarship. The last one we did that to, I believe, was Jake Verity. And then I will say, I'm going to say Owen Daffer got a scholarship. Or no, he got a walk-on spot and then earned a scholarship when he won Conference Kicker of the Year, and then obviously lost a scholarship after that.
I wonder if Worth Gregory had one when we got him from Bama, because he was really good. I don't know if he got one initially.
But I know Jake Verity we offered out of high school and was very, very, very good.
Very solid.
So I just think it's one of those where you got to put money into it nowadays, and you can't just rely on offering someone a walk-on spot and earn it. So
according to ECUPirates.com, we have 3 punters on the roster. As Holden said, another Aussie and Thomas O'Halloran, and then Ethan Stumpf as well, both freshmen. So
yeah, it's just it's one of those things, man. I think there's plenty of, you were talking about Worth Gregory. I feel like you can always get a Georgia backup punter who was a big recruit who they spent money on and then just didn't win the job. I'm in favor of that, especially at punter.
All right, 317-1250. Atticus called a shot, said the Pirates would go bowling this year. Atticus, what's up, buddy?
Do you hear that?
I hear it.
That's actually intern Brett typing away on the keyboard as he prepares to write a 3-page paper apologizing to who? We don't know yet. The Pirate Nation, the Pirate Radio listeners, whoever it's going to be. The Pirates have won over 5.5 games. Brett, give me that paper. Give me that paper. Tell him to bring me my paper. That's right. Clip. Hey, quick question. Are you familiar with the boom meter?
The boom meter?
Yeah,
is that the
Costco guys?
The online thing? Yeah, that kind of. Yeah, I'll just say yes so you can go on.
Well, guess what the Pirates brought to Tulsa, Oklahoma tonight? They brought 5 booms. Boom, 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 boom.
right. Thank you, Atticus. Atticus wants his paper. For those not familiar with that, it was intern Brett and Atticus. If ECU won over 5.5 games, Brett would have to write a 3-page letter apology to Mike Houston. Mike Houston has been fired, so that part has been voided. We don't know if Brett is going to have to write a letter. We're going to have to talk about this. If ECU didn't win over 5.5, Atticus was going to write a 3-page paper apologizing to Brett. So we still have some things to clear up there. But anyway, congratulations, Atticus. You were right. So good call by you. All right, 317-1250, back to the Big Rock Power Sports Live line. I don't know if I wanted to hear from this guy tonight. Philly Al. What's up, Al?
Hey, Clip. How you doing?
Pirates win. I'm doing great.
It's a good night, Clip. I enjoyed it. I had a rough time. I had 2 televisions, one in my bedroom, one in my living room, running back and forth like a nut trying to watch both games. But listen, ECU played a great game, and we do have some great talent, like I said before. But if they were playing to keep the coach, the discipline is unbelievable. I mean, how could you have the penalties were terrible. I'm glad they won. We're going to a bowl game, and I'm just happy for them. But let's see, what else can I talk about? What do you think, Clip? You have to say?
Eagles D was awesome tonight. Worst Jaden Daniels has looked all year. Our D held up for most of the game, but we're on the field too much, and Saquon took over down the stretch. Good win for Philly, Al.
Yep. I was listening to your show this afternoon, and I'd like to just say one thing. What world does that guy live in to think he sounds like Merrill Lease?
It's a tribute, so it's probably not the best, but yeah.
Get him off the air and tell him keep in his lane. He don't belong anywhere near Philadelphia or imitating anybody.
All right. Are you talking about Chandler?
Whoever did it. He said,
okay.
You put him on, he still sound like Merrill Lease. I said, what is he talking about? Hey, listen, beat Dallas next week by 50 points.
Yes, sir.
So like their points. Okay, have a great night. Can't wait till next week.
Al, always good to hear from you, man. Appreciate you calling us here late night. Eagles win, Pirates win. Great night for Philly Al. Chuck is ready for a big Pirate weekend, Holt. He says tomorrow, East Carolina soccer knocks off South Carolina to advance in the tournament. Saturday, Pirate Hoops knocks off George Mason. Let's keep this train rolling.
It'd be pretty sweet. Let's keep it going. It's a good time. Got a lot of successful things going on.
Throw in East Carolina's women's team, who's going to be playing Dawn Staley's team on Sunday afternoon at 2:00.
No, that would be a heck of a weekend.
That is that is an extremely tall order. But if we're going to go that route,
hey, let's say go big or go home. Let's
go big or go home.
Can we parlay all of those into the greatest parlay of an ECU weekend of all time?
Yeah, I mean, if you take ECU women by themselves money line, that would be enough.
million.
But might as well parlay them all. All right, let's take a break. We'll come back. We got Pays, we got Michael, we got Kevin, and one open line, 317-1250. We'll be back with more after these words. Do you ever talk to yourself about where to eat today, and then you hear
Warren's Hot Dogs?
Then you're thinking, yeah, 2 hot dogs, chips, and a drink for $7.50 would be awesome.
Warren's Hot Dogs.
And maybe some homemade lemonade, perhaps a pizza or a sub, and definitely an apple or peach turnover.
Warren's Hot Dogs.
Don't overthink where to eat today. Go to Warren's Hot Dogs in Greenville across from Ron Ayers, or in Chocowinity next to the fire station. Warren's Hot Dogs, serving the Pirate Nation since 1991. Go Pirates!
East Coast Grading and Utilities is your source for clearing, hauling dirt, and concrete work. East Coast Grading and Utilities handles all sewer and water issues as well.
I'm David Vaughn. Whether putting in a new subdivision or helping you with any and all of your drainage problems, I can get the job done. Call me at 531-7494.
No job is too big or too small. East Coast Grading and Utilities. Friends helping friends. 531-7494 for East Coast Grading and Utilities.
Take a hit from a 300-pound linebacker, and you better be wearing pads. Take a hit on the road, and you better have good auto coverage. When you've got North Carolina Farm Bureau Auto Insurance, you've got the best local agents ready to help you bounce back. If you don't, well, you'll probably play football without a helmet, too.
This is proud ECU graduate and former baseball player Brandon Manning. Give me a call today, and let's talk about your insurance coverage and about the Pirates. Call 531-1812 and go Pirates.
There have been many changes in the automotive world. At Phelps Chevrolet, the Phelps boys are here to take care of you. Mike, Daryl, and 4 of Mr. Phelps' grandsons, Wade, West, Allen, and Clay. You see, things at Phelps remain the same. The Phelps team has served Eastern North Carolina for over 50 years. We make your visit easy and fun. We are your neighbors, and that's what neighbors do. Phelps Chevrolet in Greenville. Like Mr. Phelps' great-granddaughter says, come in and get you one.
Find new roads with Chevrolet at PhelpsChevrolet.com.
Here's a hint. At U.S. Cellular, you can get 4 free phones and 4 lines for $90 a month, so you can give your family the gift of connection.
How about the gift of good-smelling soap?
They buy their own soap. They want 4 free phones.
Maybe I'll get
4 free phones.
4 free phones.
Get 4 free phones and 4 lines for $90 a month. U.S. Cellular. Built for us. Terms apply. Visit uscellular.com for details.
This is Brandon Tate, owner and operator of Atlantic Wireless, an authorized agent for U.S. Cellular since 1997. Visit AtlanticWireless.com to find the store near you. We go beyond the call.
Ahoy there, mateys! It's Captain Jack Spare of R&R Tire Express, your local tire and wheel shop in Greenville, offering affordable, easy payment options for easy ownership. Savvy? Our customers love our treasure of tires and wheels, easy payment options, and customer care package too. To learn more about R&R, stop by 3920 US 264 or rnrtires.com.
There's more to fall than just Pirate football. It's also a great time to list your home for sale with ENC Pirate Realty Allen Tate. Why should you list your house for sale in the fall? Greenville business is booming. Greenville is growing fast, and new businesses are setting up shop all around the area. That means new employees and managers relocating to the community, and they need quality homes now.
Visit our website, encpiraterealty.com, to connect with our experienced team of agents.
Go Pirates!
Are you tired of the same old fast food routine? Shake things up for lunch and dinner at Clean Eats Cafe. We've cracked the code to make healthy dining tasty and affordable. Whether it's a power lunch or a family dinner, we've got you covered. Sit down in our cafe for a brainstorming session or catch up with friends. Even stop in after a workout for protein smoothies or a protein iced coffee. Our atmosphere is welcoming and our food is fresh. All for about the same price as fast food. It's time to ditch the drive-thru and feast on flavor at Clean Eats Cafe, Red Banks Road in Arlington Village.
It seems like you're starting to get addicted to it now.
Pirate Radio.
And I want more.
The voice of the Pirate Nation.
You saw these numbers, right? These numbers are outrageous.
You're listening to the U.S. Cellular Fifth Quarter Postgame Call-In Show. Here's Clip Brock.
All right, 317-1250. Clip Rock, Holt Nailers here after a Pirate win, and a big one at that, win number 6. They get it tonight over the Tulsa Golden Hurricane. By the way, that snaps a 4-game losing streak to Tulsa. So Pirates back on the right side of that. 317-1250. We got Matt, B. Pays, and Michael hanging on the Big Rock Power Sports Live line. We go now to Kevin in Burlington. Hey, Kevin.
Hey, Clip.
What's up?
Man, I got to tell you something. 3 weeks ago, we was left for dead. Like,
Kevin!
I'm not. What was that?
Somebody said Kevin. I don't know. It was you, Cliff.
Yeah, I know. But, I thought Houston was our future because he had done so good at all these schools, other schools. And Mike Harrell, Coach Harrell has invigorated this school like I haven't seen since Coach Logan. And I'm gonna chime in on some of the other callers. he needs to be. We could have easily laid down tonight.
I'm about to lay down.
But guess what? We didn't lay down. And we fought. And we fought, and we fought, and we fought, like Coach Logan always told us to do. And everybody throws out all these big names like, he wants to be here. He has shown us he wants to be here, and the players respond. I'm going to the bowl game. I'm just happy to be bowl eligible, to be honest. And I'm going to the bowl game, and I'm going to support him, and I hope that this administration supports him too. Everybody deserves a chance. He could be the greatest thing that we've ever seen. He could be the next Coach Logan. And I'm just going to stop at that.
All right. Man. Well, Kevin, I'm glad you're excited and great to hear you're going to the bowl game. And, hey, I love Blake Harrell. He's a great guy. How many coaches would come to the local radio station and have a 3-point contest with the people? Like he's
Correct.
Oh, I didn't know you were still there. I don't know about the greatest thing ever, but hey, who knows? But thank you for the call, Kevin, and I love your enthusiasm.
Dabo Swinney had a chance.
Yeah.
Now he's about ready to get fired at Clemson, but that's beside the point.
All right.
Won a few national championships along the way.
He did, yep.
All Blake Harrell deserves is a chance.
All right.
That's my point.
Thank you, Kevin. Kevin in Burlington. Give Blake Harrell a chance. Give Peace a chance. Shirley, that's on you for not cutting him off, bro. That one's on you. 317-1250. Michael is up in Greenville. Hey, Michael.
Hey, guys. This was a great game. I was just kind of thinking back over our history. And, as far as being a Pirate, I've been a Pirate fan since I was born in 82. So, just looking at some of our history, I kind of look at some games as program changers. And it seems like this could potentially be one of these games that we look back and we see where, it just caused the program to just kind of shift and go to the next place. But it was like when I can remember when Steve Logan was coach. Like there was a game where he had where it was like a turnaround game, and then the next season they went off. When Skip Holtz was coach, same thing. It was like one of the games that was ugly, and then the next season they went off. And the same thing with Ruff, and then the same thing here. This could potentially be one of those games we look back and be like, wow, this was a game changer. And I didn't expect it to be for it to cover the spread to be covered. I kind of expected it to be sloppy just because of just listening to Holton's podcasts and different things, and playing in Tulsa and just playing to the crowd. I mean, you're looking at a student section that's packed of 10 people, and they're bragging about it. I mean, that's difficult to play in a stadium like that. And I just didn't expect it to be a clean game. So I kind of just wanted them to just get out with a win. And so for them to do that, man, and just to go out in that fashion and just keep battling. And then, Blake Harrell, you could tell he's got his thumbprint on the team. His mentality is infused into the team, that never give up, aggressive, type of, imprints on the team. You can really see it. And that's just in 3 games. So I'm just excited about Pirate Nation and where we're headed. And, and the last thing is the freshman receiver, Yannick Smith, for him to step up. You got his number called and he answered the call. That was huge too. So, and shout out to Roger Harris too. So it was a good game for Pirate Nation, man. And let's go bowling and let's get number 7. I just saw Blake Harrell's post-game comments, and he said, we got 6, and that obviously is not our goal. So let's go ahead and move on to number 7 and keep it going. Let's go, man.
All right, Michael. Appreciate the call, man. I don't know if I'm fully on board with the win over Tulsa being a game changer, but pretty much everything else you said, I will co-sign on. I didn't think this would be an easy one just because you're on the road, middle of the week, just kind of a weird game, not a lot of fans. Also, who's going to make a play with Soel and Wright out at the end? Yannick Smith did, and of course Rajay helped out as well with his legs. But that was impressive, Holden. We were kind of questioning that last drive. Winston Wright out on the punt return. Soel already out. What are we going to do here? And, Rajay put the team on his back, but we saw young Yannick make some plays tonight.
Yeah, Rajay, first of all, probably had one of his best games of his career, and that's big when two key receivers are hurt. And then, Yannick Smith, look, he's been, every time the ball's thrown to him all year, he's been very impressive. And I would also like to give a shout out to JDB because, look, your two top dogs are out at receiver.
Yeah.
And you have a drive to go win the game pretty much, and then you got to pick a play to go for 2, which is always hard. And we hit them all. We scored, and we won this game. So offensively, we're putting up points right now. Obviously, it was an ugly game, but look, you won that game. It's hard to win in Tulsa. It's hard to win in bad environments, and especially on Thursday nights across the country. Like, that's just had all the combos for being a sloppy game. It was a sloppy game, but we won. That's all that matters.
317-1250. B. Pays is up in Raleighwood. What's up, Pays?
Hey, I'm glad I made it through Kevin's call there earlier. Whew.
I think he's still on. Shirley, can we go back to Kevin? Is he on line 4, 8?
Kevin's call sounded like it was brought to you by Aristocrat.
Mike P. said I interrupted him. He was in the middle of a 2-minute pause, so I apologize, Kevin.
Hey, hold. Let me ask you a question. That last interception, the interception he threw before the half end that Hauser did, was it a bad ball or did Soul run the wrong route?
Oh, you're talking about? Yeah, so that was, I think it was a hitch route, and they went cover 2, and hitches convert versus cover 2, but it was a really weird cover 2 look where, like, the corner, technically, it seemed like the corner was already running towards the flats when the ball was thrown. It's because in cover 2, he covers the flats. And Caton thought they disguised it really well, and he was off coverage at first. So Caton thought it was quarters, which means the DB's scooting back, which the hitch would be there. But they really were disguising it in cover 2, and he threw that. Chase Sewell ran the right route. It's just something. Look, one thing I will say is winning with a younger quarterback is also hard from someone who was a younger quarterback at times. And let's not take that for granted. Like, he is still learning how to win games. And that's going to take time. And look, tonight, even though it maybe wasn't all on his shoulders, them winning, he still learned how to win as a quarterback and learned maybe how not to lose as well, which is just as big. We have a quarterback who's really talented, but he does still have learning curves ahead of him. So it's good when you win and he still learns.
I forget all the time that he's still a young sophomore quarterback.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, you got to think about, back to the 2012 season. Carden had a couple of those games. Back in 12, when we went 8-5 that year, lost to Lafayette in the bowl game. But similar, even though Carden, I think, took over and what was that clip? Was it game 2 or game 3? He took over?
Game 2 in South Carolina, right? Rio started and Carden came in, and I think never looked back.
Yeah, I think, and he started the Southern Miss game. The next game, I believe it was. So I'm gonna tell you one thing: both those freshman wide receivers, the East Carolina Yannick and the kid from Tulsa, they both made them some NIL money tonight, buddy.
Man, Tulsa dude mossed us. He was bad. And Holden, this is the difference between like a stat guy, I guess, and a real ball watcher and a player like yourself. If you look at the numbers, their quarterback, 20 of 32, 293 yards, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Like, man, that was a good game. But you came in here and, like, the first thing you said was, this guy's not very good. And you kind of watch and you're like, yeah, you're right. But he had a receiver that went out there and made some plays for him. That's for sure.
He did. The receiver's balling. And look, when your receiver's hot, you stole him the ball no matter what it is. But one thing I was saying is, like, if you're Blake Harrell, I know he has obviously head coaching duties now too, but like calling a defense, just don't put your Blake Harrell's way smarter than I am. I'm not saying that, but just watching it, their quarterback wasn't completing anything unless it was 3 yards out, a 3-yard hitch, or just yeeting up go balls and just letting his receiver go catch him. Like, make him throw, like, timing routes and do that. And now I will say Tulsa's offensive coordinator did a good job of protecting him and getting him outside the pocket and throwing, which is what you do with a young quarterback who's somewhat mobile. But I feel like that's one thing we could have done defensively is just make him throw timing routes because he threw, like, none all night.
Yeah, that kid probably won't be at Tulsa next year.
Yeah.
One and done, going somewhere. Yeah.
He's probably just going to show the East Carolina tape and then go.
Well, look, how many coaches are sitting at home tonight just watching this game and being like, all right, let's put that guy down on the list. Let's put, is this Harris guy got any eligibility left? Oh, man, he's a senior.
That's why it's important for Caton Hauser to not look that good tonight.
Maybe it was all in the plan.
There's a coach in the SEC or Big 12 with duffel bags lined up.
No doubt.
Right now. Which one are we going to this one? Shout out to Omar Rogers tonight, though. I thought he had
balling.
Right, one of his ball. I thought he balled out tonight. I think he led the. I think he had like 9 tackles tonight, and but yeah, he played his tail off. I didn't. The only thing I didn't understand on the receiver thing with Williams, like sometimes there wasn't. You might can help. Like there wasn't any safety help. Was the safety just getting? Was he getting big? Was he looking up? Was he looking inside and just not getting over there? Because a couple times there wasn't no safety help. And after a guy beats you 2 or 3 times, you think you get some safety help over there.
That'd be great to break down on the film study this week. Oh wait, ECU won't let you do that.
Yeah, we're not allowed to do that anymore.
No more film
sorry,
session.
Guys.
Sorry, ECU shut that down.
You got set down on the film study?
Yep. So sorry, guys, no more of that.
I got fired from ECU before one time. Just to let you know for saying that.
Do you have an answer though about the safety help or?
Yeah, I mean that's kind of what I was saying is like just put safety help over the top, take that away, and then just make him throw timing routes. Is kind of what I was getting to there. Is like that was probably his first read. Like when you get to the line of scrimmage, if you have a go ball, it may not be your first read, but as soon as you get man coverage, it turns into your first read. Just don't play man coverage and put a safety over top. Or play really far off coverage to make him have to throw timing routes.
Well, is it one of those things where they're like, hey, let's dare him to do it because we don't think he can? And he just kept throwing those one-on-one.
Eventually, you got to be like,
right. Yeah.
He's kind of doing this right now.
Yeah, right.
A couple of times I'll wrap it up. A couple of times we just missed, like our guys misjumped, if that makes sense. They just missed, especially back at the ends of the day, they misjumped. I mean, they were there, they just couldn't make the play. So, good night. Good win for the fellas tonight.
Later, Paige. Thanks, man. 317-1250. Let's go to Laguna Beach. It's not just a TV show, apparently. Matt is in Laguna Beach. Hello, Matt.
Hey, what's up, guys?
What's up?
Look, if we want to fix the football program, I think it's pretty obvious what we got to do. We have got to hire Kevin from Burlington.
He brings the passion.
But no, in all seriousness, first
his pregame speech would take 3 weeks. They wouldn't get out on the field in time.
That's why they had bye weeks, man.
Yeah.
But no, shout out to Rajay. Put the team on his back. Did what had to be done. Dude looked like the 2020 version of himself tonight. That was awesome. Happy to see him do that, coming back from injury and everything. But I will say, I think Blake Harrell might have learned a little bit about being a head coach tonight. Just my perspective, looked like they came out a little bit too hyped up from halftime, and just a horribly sloppy third quarter. But he kind of figured out how to balance the team, go into the fourth quarter, kind of get everything under control, and come out with a win. I know a lot of folks probably saying, this game might have cost him an opportunity to be a head coach, but in my opinion, he learned how to be a head coach tonight. So shout out to Blake Harrell also. I already love the guy. He's a down-to-earth Southern dude. So if we could keep that guy, I think it would be awesome for East Carolina. I know he's probably not the shiny pick for everybody, but I'm on the Blake Harrell train.
I've seen some stuff, like there was a thread on Hoist the Colors about it, like he's not polished enough or something. And like, I love the way he talks in press conferences. I like how he's down to earth and kind of gets along with everybody. Like, I think it's a good thing, a positive. He is the way he is.
Like an East Carolina guy.
Right.
I mean, that's what East Carolina is. And like, I mean, to me, that's what it is. Like, I mean, I feel like I have a good, grip of it. I played here 5 years, and like, you want someone who's like kind of that, not old school, but just like he's not the coach speak. He's not the politician. Like, get someone who is genuinely just like themselves and so confident in themselves that it brings recruits and players and fans into the program.
Yeah, exactly. Everybody loves Steve Logan in the glory days of Steve Logan. Did anybody hear how he used to do his interviews?
Yeah, exactly.
Like Kevin.
I mean, tonight during the game, we had 20 minutes with Steve Spurrier, who I think kind of got into the airplane bottles a little bit, but he's not some polished suit and tie type kind of guy. So yeah, I'm all for Blake Harrell. He's Carolina to me. So.
All right, Matt. Wait a minute. Did somebody's at the door? Is that a DoorDash? Did somebody?
Yes, one of our callers, actually he's on hold. Logan from LA DoorDashed some surprises for us.
Do I have to show my ID? I don't want it per se, but I will.
Well, I sent Mark to the door.
Okay, I'll show my ID. Logan actually did that. Can we go to him real quick since the caller's here? Thank you, Matt. 317-1250. We got Logan in LA. Logan, did you really send beer to the studio?
Yeah, you guys deserve it. It's a good game. Come on.
That is hilarious. And it has arrived. So appreciate that.
Yeah, of course. Hope you guys enjoy it. I don't know. Should I talk about the game or what? Beer or what? What's the topic of discussion here?
Well, you called us.
You're the guy.
I'm going to give it to Jarrett, intern Jarrett, for his hard work today, so he'll appreciate that.
Is intern Jared the one that sits next to Sherry on the video feed? Because he looks just like Danny Beal on the camera feed.
He looks like everybody.
I had a couple questions. I actually ask questions, but I honestly, my question is maybe for Holden. There was a lot of like back and forth tonight, trash talking, some hard hitting, which is great. Does that carry after the game at all? Do you guys ever like message each other on Instagram and the game going after the game?
It happens more before the game than it does after. I mean, by the time you're after the game, you're so exhausted. Maybe, I mean, if it gets so heightened pregame that you might see one or two players, but for the most part, it happens. The amount of like DMs like I would get before games from opposing players was insane. They would DM like Cincinnati was big on like DM and Grace, my fiance now. We were dating at the time, and like their whole defense would just DM her.
Damn, I thought that was like a fans thing. I didn't know that was a players thing.
That's players thing too. Yeah, that was a big thing. Yeah, some crazy stories, but yet never really after as much. Cincinnati, kind of closer to the end of the games, like things would get chirpy because like you would kind of figure out the outcome. But other than that, no, not really.
I don't know. Jenny, by the way, shout out Jenny, doing a great job solo in Tulsa with all our videos. She posted one at the end of the game, and maybe there was nothing to it, but like it kind of looked weird. Like Deontay was saying, "Let's ride," but like Tulsa, like look at the players here; they're kind of lined up. I don't know if anything's going on there.
Chirping's a little bit like that stuff will happen. I thought he meant like more like after. Like,
no, he did. I was just saying for tonight.
I will say the bowl game, Coastal Carolina. There was a lot of stuff. I don't know if y'all heard about it, but like leading up that week, you do stuff as teams together. And from like the second we were with them, it was just like instant like trash talk and all that, which carried into the game. Like I remember the first play I threw, or maybe the second play, I threw like a glance route to Jalen Johnson, and they had a huge defensive lineman who ended up getting drafted in like the third round 2 years later. And I kind of like got hit when I threw it, and he'd been DMing me all week and talking crap, and that was my first time. Not my first time. I usually just kind of brush it off and laugh, but I kind of got his face there and let him know it wasn't the Sun Belt. So good time.
That's why you hate the Sun Belt so much.
DB number 11, you don't target him because he trash talk you or your other.
None ever like that. No, I mean, shoot, if someone trash talk me, I try to go after him.
Cool. Well, that's my question. Thanks, guys. Enjoy your beer. Have a good night.
Thank you, Logan. Appreciate it, man. All right, let's get a break in. We'll come back. We got JK, and we got Maui Jim. Is he inviting East Carolina to the Maui Jim Invitational? I don't know what Mark's pointing at. What are you pointing at? I can't hear. Get on the mic. What do you got? Nothing? Okay. 317-1250. Back with more of the U.S. Cellular Fifth Quarter Call-In Show after this.
Here's a hint. At US Cellular, you can get 4 free phones and 4 lines for $90 a month, so you can give your family the gift of connection.
How about the gift of good-smelling soap?
They buy their own soap. They want 4 free phones.
Maybe I'll get
4 free phones.
4 free phones.
Get 4 free phones and 4 lines for $90 a month. US Cellular. Built for us. Terms apply. Visit uscellular.com for details.
This is Brandon Tate, owner and operator of Atlantic Wireless, an authorized agent for US Cellular since 1997. Visit atlanticwireless.com to find the store near you. We go beyond the call.
Some days you hit snooze, but not today. Today you have to go on a run to get burgers for the tailgate. You've got to haul something heavy, a cooler stocked with Bud Light. When you've got beer and football, nothing is hard. Until the other team scores. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. 21 plus. Copyright 2024 Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
You want a sub freshly sliced to order? You go to Jersey Mike's. You want the perfect radio idea? You go to me. Like this. I'm a lone ninja warrior. By night, I glide unseen across the rooftops, watching my enemies from the shadows. By day, I go to Jersey Mike's, watching someone freshly slice my sub. My blade is called Shadow. His blade is a Berserker brand meat slicer. Clearly, I have much to learn about this land. Freshly sliced just for you. Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
This is Trey Hayes with Advanced Moving and Storage. Advanced Moving and Storage is here to help you have the best move ever. Advanced Moving and Storage is dedicated to making sure you get everything you need on your next move, no matter how large or small, whether you're local, in-state, or out-of-state. Our courteous and experienced personnel is ready to help. Call Advanced Moving and Storage today at 252-321-3200. If you want to remove stress from your next move, use the moving company the Pirates use. Advanced Moving and Storage.
Do you want to get rid of wrinkles, tighten and lift your skin, smooth your skin texture, erase veins and brown spots, get rid of unwanted hair and under-eye fat pads? Are you interested in Botox or filler? Contact the licensed professionals at Beauty Bar MediSpa for a free consultation and ask about our newest technologies and treatments. Learn more at beautybarmedispa.com, Red Banks Road, Greenville. Enjoy your visit, love your transformation, and go Pirates.
Are you ready for football? Big Rock Power Sports and Marine is your complete source for recreation and marine sales and service. With a full selection of ATVs, side-by-sides, motorcycles, slingshots, watercraft, pontoons, and boats, Big Rock Power Sports and Marine is sure to have what you're looking for in everyday adventure. With 5 locations in North Carolina, Rocky Mount, Lake Gaston, New Bern, Elizabeth City, and of course, Greenville. You can find us on Facebook and Instagram or online at BigRockPowersports.com. Big Rock Power Sports and Marine. Choose your adventure.
The Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of the Pirates in ENC. Open at noon 7 days a week with live music. Come enjoy sports trivia with me, Clip Rock, every Monday. Tuesday and Wednesday, it's live local acoustic night, along with line dancing from 7 to 9 on Wednesday. Thursday, there's a brand new lineup with Singo starting at 8, followed by karaoke with DJ Dog. Ladies and free both Friday and Saturday nights with the best local bands in the area. Finish the weekend with free games and DJ Kids Scene.
Y'all come get bucked up.
Pirate Radio. Life's good, and why wouldn't it be?
Drink up for me, Ozzy Yo-ho.
I'm a pirate after all. You're listening to the U.S. Cellular Fifth Quarter Postgame Call-In Show. Here's Clip Brock.
All right, welcome back. Need cash fast? National Finance Company is here to help. For over 50 years, National Finance Company has been the small loan specialist with loans from $1,000 to $5,000 with low payments to meet your budget. We're in the business of getting you the cash you need today. Apply online for a loan at one of our convenient branch offices and get your money as fast as today. It's easy to get the cash you need. For extra cash, visit nfcmoney.com. And as we head back into the show, we have a little bit of audio. This is Coach Blake Harrell immediately following the game and giving his thoughts.
Thoughts, a win. There is no ugly wins. It was ugly, but it's a win. And that win going 1-0 this week gets us to number 6. And number 6, getting bowl eligible is huge. Like I told a young man when we took over 3.5 weeks ago, that was our goal. Obviously, that's not the goal of this program or where we want to be or we ain't done yet. Now let's get to number 7. So that's huge. But
All right, Blake Harrell, no ugly win, especially if you are an interim head coach. And personally, happy for him. Great dude, deserves success. And, man, I know he's put his heart and soul into it when he got here as a defensive coordinator, but especially here these last few weeks as the interim head coach. All right, we got Brooksy hanging on, Mitchell, Maui Jim, and we'll start here on the Big Rock Power Sports Live line with JK in Pinehurst. What's up, JK?
What's up, fellas? What type of beer do you give y'all?
Modelo, I believe.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, I got a question for Holton.
All right, let's hear it.
People always complain about fans not showing up, Dowdy Ficklin. We always get, on a bad day, like 20K or something like that. Like, how hard is it to go on a Tulsa tonight? I was looking at the stands. There might have been it looked like a high school stadium. How hard is it to get pumped up to play in front of that?
So I'm going to tell you something that's, as a player, now look, this is just my thought. I don't know how my former teammates thought. It was harder for me to go into Dowdy Ficklin with not a packed house than it would have been to go to Tulsa in a packed house. Because when it's your own home and the fans don't show up, that's a lot more like to the heart than it is playing at Tulsa when no one shows up.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. And is there any way I can get an extra Jeff Charles bobblehead? My son broke the head off of mine right there in front of you.
You can't have that one because that's autographed in ours. But I'll see if UBE has any more.
All right.
Yeah, we should have one around here. How
right.
do you want to come pick it up, or how will we get it to you?
I can get my buddy to get one.
All right.
So, and I would say on the last drive, the JDB, his play calling was awesome. Like, he caught him off guard with a run. Rajay Harris was awesome. And then I want to ask Holt one more thing. Do y'all ever get asked about these calls, like these phantom calls by the refs? Like, Rajay had that 60-yard touchdown run, and they showed the replay, and it literally was our guy pancaking a guy for a block, and they called it back. Like, do y'all ever get to see those, or is there any, how does that work with going to the offices to call them out for these bad play calls? The refs get they just come out there the next week and do the same job. No penalty for them making bad calls.
Yeah, I will say that in college football, you send in the plays that you thought they called it wrong on the week before. You send them in on Sundays if you play on Saturday, so the day after the game. And then you'll just get a response back, and I'm like, yeah, they did it wrong. Sorry. I'm just like, what does that do?
As a fan, I hate that. As a player, I'm sure you as well. Man.
Yeah. It was, like the Tulsa game. The Tulsa game when we got screwed a couple years ago.
Yeah.
Good job.
Yeah. Yeah. I remember that next morning, or by the time we left, I remember going to sit in the stadium, and I turned on ESPN, and Scott Van Pelt was talking about it. And we had already heard that the refs apologized to Coach Houston after the game. We're like, oh, thanks for the apology, bud. But do they get any? Maybe they get disciplined, but sure doesn't seem like it, brother, does it?
No. All right, appreciate it. Same in any sport. It's the same thing. They keep their job.
Yeah.
So.
Things change. I think before I die, we'll see post-game press conferences from referees. I think it'll happen.
That would be sweet.
I think we're about due for it.
Or AI refs. Which one's going to come sooner, Clip?
That as well. We're already seeing the robot umps in some minor league baseball and stuff.
Yeah.
So, and I don't want that. I kind of like complaining about the refs.
Yeah,
I want
part of the game.
The human refs. All right, 317-1250. We go to Maui Jim in Maui. Hello, Maui Jim.
Hey, guys. What a night. Just want to say I want to unofficially invite the East Carolina Pirates to the Maui Hawaiian Bowl. We were watching all night in the second quarter. We had some Philly fans. We were begging to turn on the game in the Cave Bar, and we turned off Thursday Night Football, and we were in a fight with some Philly fans about 74 years old, and we gave them a head bunt. We got the Pirates game on, but unofficially invite the Pirates to the Hawaiian Bowl. And then lastly, I don't know where Logan got the beer from, because that was from Maui Jim and the Pirates. We wanted to send that, and Logan stole all my beer I sent to you guys, so that was actually from me from Hawaii.
Caden's blitz right now.
I was going to ask who your favorite member of the U.S. Cellular Fifth Quarter call-in show is, Maui Jim.
It's only the person who says they love their fans. So whoever says they love their fans.
There you go. Hey, Maui Jim.
You guys wanted to call? Yeah.
I love you.
Love you. You're my favorite member.
All right, have fun, Caden. Hey, Caden, congratulations, right?
Yes, Caden is engaged now, too.
Congratulations, dude.
I know. It's between you, Haley, and Clip Barack. I didn't know who I was going to decide, but I decided Haley over Clip.
Good call. Good call. All right, Caden, have fun, dude.
Enjoy Hawaii.
Will do. I'll see you guys.
All right. Maui Jim. He's probably been
hilarious.
getting after it.
I'll tell you, if I really didn't, I didn't pick up on his voice as good as I thought I would have at first. I mean, obviously, as soon as I saw Maui, I knew, but.
Maui Jim. Also, one day before I die, I want East Carolina in the Maui Invitational. I don't think that'll happen. Mitchell in Winston-Salem is up next on the Big Rock Power Sports Live line. Hey, Mitchell.
Yes, gentlemen, it is so good to be able to say we played as poorly as we possibly could and still won. You don't say that very often about East Carolina, and Holton knows how difficult it is to play in Tulsa because you get screwed almost every single time. But the key tonight is that it looked like they were going to score and do a 2-point conversion, and we were going to lose the game. My daughter said that's what's going to happen, and I thought this is a moment where we can either take this season back or we can give it away. And IBM, he saved the game. It was fantastic there at the end. And you know, Blake Harrell, I know he has no experience as a head coach, but he's undefeated right now. And I know he's beaten 3 teams that have very poor records, but Mike Houston, who had a load of head coaching experience, could not beat teams that had a bad record. App is not a good team this year. We blew a 3-score lead. Liberty's not nearly as good as we thought they were going to be. Blew a 3-score lead. Got totally blown out by Charlotte. So I'm not going to say that I'm ready to give the job to Blake. He's still got to prove himself against 2 good teams in North Texas and Navy. But if he can split those games and then go on to a bowl game, I don't see how he doesn't get really strong consideration. And this is the point that I was thinking about just today. Every time that we've ever changed head coaches going all the way back to Ed Emery, that first year has ended with a losing record. And I've been reading what all these guys are saying on chat rooms, that we need to make a splash hire so we can have a big season next year. But going back for 7 straight coaches, that first year has always been a losing record, and I have no reason to believe that even a splash hire would give us a great season next year. I think the best way to have a great season next year is keep as much of this team and as much of this staff together as possible. Now, Hasler had a terrible game tonight, but we still won. So hopefully he's going to learn from his own mistakes. Now, if Harrell can keep this team and this staff together, I think we have an excellent chance to have the best season next year that we possibly can. Because look what happened at Florida Atlantic. They get Tom Herman down there, who had done great things before, and they're one of the worst teams in college football this year. A splash hire assures us of nothing. The best way that we can have a chance at a great season next year is to keep this team together and the staff together. And the key is, if you give it to Harrell, you get a 2-year contract, dude. We're not going 5 and 6 years like we've done in the past. We're going to start a new tradition at East Carolina. You get a 2-year contract to prove yourself. You're going to be paid handsomely, but you're going to be paid on success and on wins. We're not going to make you a multimillionaire just to go away.
All right, Mitchell's got the plan. We'll see if it coincides with John Gilbert and the Board of Trustees plan.
He made a really good point that, like, the splash hire, and I know I've said that a couple times, it's like, let's just get someone who is going to, and he's got a very good point as well if you look at the history of not just ECU, but college football in general, anytime you make a coaching change and you bring in a new coach, it's usually a complete turnaround in the first year or two, are tough. And then now you're seeing it more nowadays with bigger programs that they can flip it quicker because they have a lot of NIL and can get transfer guys. But I don't believe we have all that NIL. I don't think we need all that. Like, we have guys in place. We have a quarterback, we have an OC, and we have a creative OC, a young quarterback, and a creative defense coordinator who's now a head coach who's very likable. So I think we have the at least foundation to build on. Just can you keep it, or will you keep it?
Yeah, I think, is it possible that we had the bones of a good team, but we had two problems? We had a quarterback that was lead the nation in interceptions, and we had a head coach that was a disciplinarian but couldn't get the guys, jazzed up. Getting Harrell in there to get these guys where they're emotional again, and then going to Hauser, who had two great games and one bad game. Is it possible that we were a good team in the making? We just had to make some adjustments, and we finally made those adjustments. That's the key.
Yeah, it's very possible. And beginning of the year, you look at the schedule and you're thinking, if we better go bowling. Just fully for being East Carolina football, we should go bowling compared to the teams we're playing. So I think that was like the minimum for most people. Now looking at it, like, we're very happy we're going bowling because when we looked at once the season went on, it kind of seemed that we had the possibility of not going. But yeah, I think you had the bones of it for sure. Because Coach Harrell, I want to make this analogy. It's like when Coach Harrell came in as head coach, it's like bringing the backup quarterback in when the starter's doing bad, which we kind of did both, by the way. Is just everyone gets more energized. It's like, oh, what's he going to do? It's like the new and exciting thing. And right now, Harrell's winning, so he is still the exciting thing until he loses, just like a starting quarterback.
I think it's possible, too, that if the schedule was Norfolk State, Old Dominion, Temple, FAU, Tulsa, Mike Houston's 5-0, and we're talking about giving him an extension.
Yeah, 100%.
Now, Holton, what did Hauser do tonight wrong that he wasn't doing wrong for the last 2 weeks? Could you tell?
Yeah, just turn the ball over is a simple answer to that. But another simple answer to that is he's still a young quarterback, and he's not going to be anywhere close to where he's going to be a few years from now. And we just got to hope that he's here a few years from now instead of somewhere else. But he learned tonight. Look, we won the game. He had young quarterback moments. And I don't think he had any, really bonehead play moments. It was just more of, learning. Like the check down that they threw that, I think he ended up, they called it incomplete, and then the next play he threw the pick six. That's just one where it was a good read of him to throw the check down. But then usually check down's like the last moment. I'm talking about the interception that they ended up overturning, by the way. That a check down is like your last, you see half a second before you throw the ball. It's kind of like your last resort. Once he gets older, now that he's had that exact play will probably save him for interceptions down the road. Because now once he's older, all you got to do is just throw it over the running back's head out of bounds, and it's next play.
And I don't know if this is valid or not, but take the NFL game tonight, and the Eagles are very good defensively, but there's more and more tape out on Jaden Daniels and Cliff Kingsbury. This was the fourth start for Hauser. And, Temple and FAU didn't have a ton to look at, really. So could be something to that, too.
Yeah, 100%. And, if he would have went out there and played like he did the last 3 games in a row, there's zero chance we were keeping him next year. I'm just being completely honest with you. So as an ECU fan, don't say be glad that your quarterback didn't play the best. But on a national stage, 3 weeks in a row wouldn't have been great for the odds of keeping him next year.
Yeah, and looking down the road at bowl games, I think our probably our number one choice will be the Military Bowl, playing an ACC school up in
DC,
up in the Navy Stadium. But now I'm gonna shock you. I think our number 2 bowl that we would want is the Myrtle Beach Bowl, because we could put 10,000 Pirate fans down there. It would be a little bit warmer, and the weather would hopefully be better. And there's a lot of fun stuff for the guys to do for for that in the entire week. So if we don't get the Military Bowl, I'm all in for the Myrtle Beach Bowl myself.
Yeah.
All right, Mitchell. Hey, it's fun to talk about. We'll talk about all the possibilities between now and then. Appreciate you calling in, man.
All right, thank y'all.
Let's head up to New York and talk to Brooksy. What's up, Brooks?
What's up, guys? All right, so obviously a lot's going on tonight. Figured that out. So, oldest radio trick in the book, I guess. But holy cow, man. Big calls tonight from Maui Jim. That was pretty funny to listen to. And then I packed my entire suitcase for our first overnight stay of the season while Kevin from Burlington was on the phone. So that was also just as equally exciting, I should say. Cliff, the one thing I wanted to talk about tonight is when I was in that studio sitting in Holton's spot back in July when I was home on vacation, and we went through the ECU schedule, and you asked me what game I was most excited about. And I said the Thursday night game in Tulsa. And you looked at me like I was crazy. And I said no, because the last time we were there, and hopefully there wasn't one time in between that I'm missing between the infamous screw job game. But I said I was most excited for that one tonight. And boy, was I excited to watch this one. I was up and down yelling at the TV the entire time. So much so that my roommate said, I think you need to calm down a little bit after the game finally was over. I thought it was over once Tulsa took that 7-point lead, and then sure enough, when I saw the extra point ding off the upright, my heart sank a little bit. But you know what? The Pirates pulled it out, and that's what I'm most excited about. 6 wins is great. I think what I'm most happy, though, on the night doesn't really come with the performance on the field. It's everybody on social media, on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, college kids who are still in school, posting videos of them and their friends watching the game, getting excited, watching the 4th down play live, going through the grid on bicycles and with the Pirate flag. So great job highlighting all of that stuff, because something I didn't get to experience as a student at ECU was ECU playing in a bowl game. And I'm very happy for this next group of Pirates, even though, we did get to go to one with Holton and we should have really gone to 2. I was on my way up to the Military Bowl and we turned around on that one. But for those people, those are people who are going to remember going to a bowl game while they were in college, having fun. And, ECU missed out on a lot of young alumni around the 25 to 27 age range because of all those bad football seasons. So hopefully these kids take advantage of it, and the guys do deserve it with all the adversity they've been through this year. This 5th quarter could have gone a lot of different ways. Had the result not come out that way, probably would have gotten a lot of sarcasm about NIL money and coaching hires and everybody who thinks they know what the best thing for the university is, when truly nobody does. And that's why you have committees and you put things to votes and things like that. So I'm going to hang up, get ready to go to bed for a long road trip for tomorrow. But you guys rock. I'm looking forward to it. Congratulations to Caden on his engagement. Obviously, he's having a great night down in Maui. So can't wait to have him back on the 5th quarter next time around. So go Pirates.
All right, Brooks, good call, man. Good point about the students that went through an entire 4 years without going to a bowl. Sometimes I poo-poo the bowls as a watcher, but Holton's talked about how much it means for a team, a player, a program, coaching staff, and all that. Also, I love the idea that we all circle games. Some of these players probably circled App State or Charlotte. Holton might have circled a NC State or Cincinnati.
Yep.
Brooks is the only man on earth that had this game circled going into the year, and he wanted this one, and he got it tonight.
So. Brooks, if he should have just flown out there to Tulsa. I'm sure the tickets were negative. They probably would have paid you to come, Brooks.
317-1250. Jimmy and Isaac hanging on. Let's take a break.
40 bowls in 14.
Oh, man, the Pirates will be participating. 40 bowls in 14 days. Fire me up, Shirley Rhodes. We'll be back with you on the U.S. Cellular Fifth Quarter call-in show. We'll enjoy some more great wings and flatbread from Emporium. Appreciate the food from Emporium tonight. They don't just have the awesome beer selection. They have food now. Check them out right here in downtown Greenville. More to go after this.
At Tiebreakers, we pride ourselves on serving
big, juicy wings.
I'm talking
big and juicy.
Our chickens are the same ones that kick sand in the other chickens' faces. If our chickens played football, they'd be linebackers. The competition's chickens, they'd be
skinny little kickers.
Trade those kickers in for linebackers. Join us today for
big, juicy wings.
All season long at Tiebreakers.
Tiebreakers, with 2 locations in Greenville and on Railroad Street in Winterville.
IMAX is here. With mind-blowing images and earth-shattering sound, come experience the first IMAX theater in Eastern North Carolina, only at Golden Ticket Cinemas in Greenville. Crystal clear IMAX laser projection and precision sound come together to provide the ultimate movie experience. And as always, Golden Ticket Cinemas has unlimited popcorn and the best selection of concessions around. Book your tickets at gtcinemas.com and come experience the best in cinematic quality. IMAX, only at Golden Ticket Cinemas.
At United Bank, banking means more than financial solutions. It means rallying around the causes that are important to our customers, employees, and communities. While we have grown in size and presence, we have never forgotten our roots. By giving back to our local communities and funding business development, we help fuel economic growth. Our success is your success, because to us, this is home. Go Pirates! Bankwithunited.com, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
If you're in the market for a swimming pool and you're located from the capital to the coast, Elite Pools can make it happen for you. They are the Carolina's premier fiberglass and concrete pool builder and renovation contractor. Every pool is built with the highest quality products and on schedule. Visit the Elite Pool showroom located across from Agri Supply in Greenville with fiberglass pools on site and a design center to simplify all of your pool selections. They also have a full service department with pool supplies and they provide expert water analysis. Call Elite Pools today at 689-6557 or visit ElitePoolsNC.com. For pools, think Elite Pools.
Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over 40 years. I am Dr. Chris Gateway, and our mission at Michaels & Gateway is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, and innovation, ensuring every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Doctors Michaels & Gateway are committed to providing an outstanding patient experience with every visit. Not only do we offer all your dental needs under one roof, in most cases, we can take care of those needs on the same day. Bring your smile to us at Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry.
This is Aaron Williams with New Blue Service Group. Our technicians stand ready to face any challenge that time or the elements may throw at your home. Your home deserves the best, and New Blue is here to help with all of your plumbing, electrical, and HVAC needs. Facing electrical issues due to the elements? We're on it. Plumbing concerns or emergencies? We're ready to fix it. HVAC struggling to keep up? We'll bring the climate back under control. So go to callnublue.com today. Go Pirates.
What's up, Pirate Nation? Kyle Gaines here from Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Let me tell you what's going on this month, October, at Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. We have up to $10,000 off our Ram 2500s. Yes, that's right, up to $10,000 off our Ram 2500s. Also with that, we also have 3.9% financing for 72 months on our Jeep Wagoneers and have an amazing selection. So come check us out at Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram.com. Drive a little, save a lot. Go Pirates.
Hey, Pirate Nation, this is Brian Buck with Buck Insurance Agency. This season, when you attend your favorite sporting event, take the Game Day Pledge. If your team is playing, win or lose, support your team to the end of the game. When you leave early, you risk missing your favorite athlete making the play of their career. When our family buys a ticket, we always plan to stay to the very end. Take the Game Day Pledge this season with Buck Insurance Agency. Play to the end, stay to the end.
This is Garrett Saylor, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to the U.S. Cellular Fifth Quarter Postgame Call-In Show. Here's Clip Brock. Now, with the Pirate Radio scoreboard, here's Shirley Rhodes.
All right, in men's college basketball yesterday, since it is now just shortly before 1 a.m., Wichita State beat Northern Iowa 79-73. It was Chattanooga over Morehead State 76-62. Oklahoma State got a win over Southern Illinois 85-78, and LSU was the winner over Kansas State by a final of 76-65. And of course, East Carolina's women's team picked up a win over Furman by a final of 67-51. Jayla Hurp had 14 points for the Pirates, and the Pirates will head down to Columbia, South Carolina Sunday afternoon with a 2 o'clock tip-off with number 1 South Carolina. And that is a look at your Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard, brought to you by The Buck. It is your beacon of music in the land of pirates in eastern North Carolina. They're open from noon until 2 a.m. with live music every night and free entry for ladies all weekend long. Follow The Buck on Instagram for updated schedules, and we'll see you at The Buck. Now let's head back into the U.S. Cellular Fifth Quarter. Here's Clip.
Thank you, Shirley. Shirley and I headed to 519 after the show for a meet and greet if anybody wants to join us. What are you laughing at, Jarrett?
Yeah, sure.
You don't think that's true?
I don't think you'll be going to 519.
Marty.
Why is that? Do you think it's because we're too old?
Are we too?
No, I think it's too late.
Oh.
That could be.
I won't be open.
Marty had an idea, Holton, a little substitute for the film sessions, which were awesome and got a lot of views and likes and follows, but ECU would no longer let you do that. But he said maybe previews of opponents coming up. Maybe look at some North Texas and Navy.
I mean, possibly, yeah, but I guess.
You think the Naval Academy will shut you down as well?
I mean, maybe. I mean, I would love to do that. Yeah, honestly, that's a great thought. Yeah, I'll just school by school, I just get banned until I'm not allowed to break down film anymore.
Zach Kaplan said, first drink is on me if you actually go to 519. I'm not, but J-Bone might.
You need to come pick up your mug, Zach.
Yeah, you left your Patriots mug here. So come pick that. Don't pick it up. You know what? We'll get it to you. Don't come here.
And also, buy me a drink tomorrow night. I'm going home after this.
317-1250. Isaac, hang on. Right now we'll go to Jimmy in Chocowinity on the Big Rock Power Sports Live line. What's up, Jimmy?
Hey, guys. How we doing?
Doing good. How are you, man?
Doing well. Doing great. What do you guys think about Hauser going the full distance?
What do you mean?
I mean, just being the starter for the next couple of years for the Pirates.
I mean, yeah, Holton's all over that. We got to do whatever we can to keep him here.
I hope so. Yeah, I mean,
well, I mean, he was saying that he was maybe being a little bit too good, maybe not so good, maybe somewhat good. You got to, expand yourself, Holton. Tell us about it.
Yeah, I mean,
that was a little tongue-in-cheek, right? Like, you don't want to look great and have other schools come. That was
yeah. It was just me just saying, like, this is a national stage. He's looked amazing the last couple games, and hate it or love it, there's teams out there who are going to need a quarterback next year. And if you don't think that if he keeps balling out, the teams aren't going to be calling, then you're crazy. So
Holton speaks from a person that teams came after.
Yeah,
100%. You experienced it. So.
He's never balled out here at ECU. Holton Naylor's best quarterback of all time here. Just throws it around every time. I mean, he's the best that ever played here.
I disagree.
Obviously has his place in history. But what I'm saying is, what does he mean by having it good, bad? I mean, just sort of play. Is he feathering it? Is he trying to, play the market here? I mean,
no, not at all.
Come on, tell me about it.
No, who was it that said they? Well, it was off air, but somebody had said they talked to Caden and talked about how well he was doing, and Caden talked about how much he loved it here at East Carolina. Do you talk with him at all, Holt?
Yeah,
Like,
I texted him a couple times.
Which everybody says that, all coaches and players. I love it here. I'll never leave and all that. But like, he does legitimately like his stay here.
You know that's a bunch of hogwash until the money comes in. I mean, then the money comes in, and then it's gone.
Okay, you know what, Jimmy? He's gone. He's leaving. He's out.
Oh no.
What do you want? We don't know, dude. We don't. What do you want us to say?
That's not a good way to treat your listeners. That's not a good way to treat your listeners. I'm just saying. Holden said he's feathering the. I mean, do you want to throw the touchdown? Do you want to hand it off? Do you want to go here, there? Do you want to play super, or do you want to play mediocre? So you don't get. I mean, I think that Hauser played exemplary. He played as good as he could do, and now he's probably going to be called on. I mean, there's going to be callers. There's going to be callers. There's going to be big money coming after him, and can we afford him here at East Carolina University? I don't know. Can we do it? Can we do it? Can we compete? Financially, can we compete? And I guess that opens up a whole nother different question, is can we compete in this world of NIL and being East Carolina University? Can we really compete in this world if we have these exemplary players like Holton and other players that I'm not going to mention, but can we compete? Can we keep them here? I don't know. I mean, maybe if we get Mr. Beast to finance the whole damn stadium, maybe we can get that done. Who knows?
Yeah, I mean, that is a whole different story for another time. NIL, is just you're right. You do have to compete NIL-wise, but no, I wasn't saying Caton was like throwing the game or like trying. Like, I was saying as fans, it was probably better that he didn't have his best game, because if he keeps doing that, it's going to be hard to keep him here.
I think you lose him. I think you lose him if he goes. I think he was rated number 1 last week in QBR rating in the college ranks in some data pool, and if he does it 2 weeks in a row, he's definitely going to go away.
Okay. Thank you, Jimmy.
Thank you, guys. Have a good night.
See you, Jimmy.
You too. 317-1250. Isaac is up in Greenville. Hey, Isaac.
Hey.
What's up?
Yeah, well, just going to piggyback off of last caller. I think Caden House is going to stay. He's found his place. He's going to do good, I believe, here, especially once we go bowling. We're already going bowling, so he'll be good. Hopefully we play an ACC opponent.
I will say, this is pretty obvious, but if you won't, and it sucks, pass around the offering plate, but donate to Team Boneyard if you want guys to stay. Do whatever. If you want to be invested in it and you want guys to stay, you can do something about it financially. But
agreed.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've already done so. Hopefully other people will.
Yeah.
I'm a recent graduate, but yeah, we've already donated because I want to see this team do good. But anyhow, first point, Harold needs to go back to DC. I love him as an interim head coach, but we hire somebody new, and hopefully he keeps Harold as DC, because DC is kind of falling off, or defense is kind of falling off since he went to head coach, but still we're looking good. What do y'all think about it?
Yeah, gave up 14 last week, gave up points the previous week, and tonight they hit some big shots, basically.
Yeah, defensive coordinator in college football.
But I have thought about that, Isaac. It's a good point. How much of his focus is away from defense being the head coach? So.
Yeah, head coach and coordinators. Head coach is like a monitor of the team and like a manager of culture and tiny decisions throughout the game that end up being big ones. But a coordinator wise, I think, and I didn't really realize the Kennesaw State thing, he'll definitely be the head coach there next year if he's not the head coach here, in my opinion.
Yeah, agreed. Yeah, but I mean, you got to think. So the only time defense started falling off was when Harold went to interim head coach.
Well, I mean, we didn't look great against Charlotte
or Army.
Well, yeah, but also
or Liberty.
Charlotte, yeah. No, we looked good against Liberty in the first quarter.
First, 3, yeah.
But
well, Holden has said, and I kind of I don't know if I disagree, but Holden said from the very beginning, like he thinks there's a good chance Blake Harrell's here one way or the other next year.
Yeah, I don't know the Kennesaw State thing though.
But yeah, I mean, even taking that out, I don't know if would you go back to being a coordinator here if you don't get the head job? Are you sour about it? Like that's just natural human, feelings.
And we'll say with the head coach coming in, like knowing if that happens, it will say a lot with the new head coach coming in because that's all. So it would take a lot of humbleness to I don't even know if that's a word, but for the new head coach to offer Blake Harrell the defense coordinator job, knowing that some fans wanted him to be the head coach.
No, you don't offer it to him. You say, hey, you have the DC position no matter what.
Yeah, but he would still have to accept it.
Yeah, right. Like, does he want to be demoted, quote unquote?
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it's demoted because, I mean, he got promoted.
I know you wouldn't, but how would he feel?
Well, yeah, I feel like Blake Harrell's a good guy. He knows where he's at.
Yeah.
If he coaches another year, 2 years good at DC, he'll easily get a promotion to head coach somewhere else, no matter what.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, I mean, if he keeps
especially with his 3-0 showing right now here in the AAC.
Well, you knew who else was interim head coach who ended up being a good head coach is Ruffin McNeil. So maybe not. Yep. Even if we don't hire Blake Harrell, there's teams watching. And if he keeps winning,
he's doing the halftime ESPN post-game interviews. Like he is literally looking like debuting for a new
100%.
Gig somewhere. So
I mean, well, you look at where Lincoln Riley ended up after he coached here as OC.
Was he an interim at Oak? No, he was just kind of the next man, the coach in waiting type of thing. Yeah,
but he was still part of the offense.
Yeah.
But anyhow, but also. Did y'all see the graphic that they gave us at the end of the game for the bowl games?
Yeah.
It said second time we were bowl eligible since 2015. That was wrong.
It was wrong. Yep.
Because you know it, Holden.
Yeah.
You went up there, but you didn't play.
You know it.
Yep.
We were eligible in 21 and 22, and guess what? We're eligible now.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, I mean, that was a wrong graphic from ESPN, but we'll give them a little bit of credit. They're not. It's not like they're the top sports network in America.
No, it's Pirate Radio.
Yeah, it's Pirate Radio.
At least it didn't say Eastern Carolina's third bowl bid.
Yeah.
Or they put on the little ticker E.Carolina.
E-car, all that crap. Yeah.
Yeah. Another thing, penalties killed us.
Yeah.
Personal foul, especially when we had that 60-yard rushing touchdown from Rajay. My guy.
Yeah, I still need to see what happened there. I haven't.
They called a hold. Well, it should have been a hold on 65, but instead they called it a personal foul because he was blocking, he was blocking on the left side when the run was on the right side, and he went straight down the field. It had nothing to do with the play, but it should have never been called beforehand.
Yeah.
But, yeah. And also, I feel like Blake Harrell used his timeout like he should have.
I disagree. There at the end of the game, I wanted a timeout at the goal line.
In case they scored.
Yeah. I think there was a no, it's a win-win situation if you call a timeout there.
No, but, I mean, everybody around me that I was watching with 3 other folks, they said, we need to call a timeout. I said, nope, we don't call a timeout. It's fine. We're going to work it out. If they score, they won't go for 2 because they can't do it. We're going to stop.
All right, so 4 people on the other side, but you and Blake Harrell, I guess, made the right call.
Yeah, me and Harrell.
All right, good win, Isaac.
we're kind of similar. I think we're not the smartest of people, but
how tall are you?
Follow the game. But so I hear them laughing in the other room. They're hearing it after the fact. But yeah, I think he called it perfectly. He did what he was supposed to. He counted on his defense, knowing, hey, and obviously he knows his defense. He created defense. He knows what's going to happen. He knows what they can stop and what they can't stop. And Tulsa just ran something that we could stop.
All right, Isaac. Thanks for hanging out with us late night, man.
Last thing is, go ECU soccer because we're going to beat Cox tomorrow.
6 o'clock.
And ESPN Plus.
All right.
Yes, sir.
All right. Appreciate y'all. You have a good one.
Thank you, man. Had a question in the chat from Drew. When's the last time the Pirates won 3 in a row? Holton, do you know the answer?
I hope it's my senior year, but I couldn't tell you if we won. I think we did.
Memphis, UCF, BYU.
Yeah.
2022.
I was thinking, he was talking right there, they went for 2. Or was that to score a touchdown there at the end of the game? Or did they?
The last play, yeah. They had to score a touchdown.
They had to score a touchdown, okay. Because Blake Harrell, in the first time we made a ball game, 21, Memphis was going for 2 to. It all came down to one play.
Yeah.
So it's kind of weird that kind of went down that again to clinch the bowl eligibility.
Helmet rolling.
Yeah.
I disagreed with ECU going for 2 as well because they were up 5. If you kick the extra point, you go up 6, which means they have to score a touchdown and kick an extra point. If you're up 5, touchdown kills you. But Holton had -6.5, so
that was awesome.
They did it for Holton.
Well, the only thing with that is is it more likely? This is just pure analytics, and every college team in America has an analytics guy. Is the analytics, are you more likely to block a PAT or make a 2-point conversion? And the analytics are way higher to make, to score on a 2-point conversion. So that's all that came down to.
I don't hate that, but college kickers, you're
right.
Nobody ever misses an extra point.
Yeah, not nowadays.
Oh, wait.
But just analytic-wise, that's all that came down
to. I hear that. What do you think, Jarrett? What side are you on?
Go for 2. Jake Elliott couldn't even make an extra point tonight. So
yeah.
By God, it's not just college.
Yeah. All right, 317-1250. We have open lines. If you want to get on, you can. Cal says, help me help you, Pirate Radio. Shut this thing down. I got to get up for work at 6:45. Yeah. I'm on fumes right now, but we'll be up a little while longer. 317-1250. If you want to jump in, you can. Back with you after this.
Country Mart has been locally owned and operated for over 40 years and is your premier country store serving the best cheese biscuits and country food around. Country Mart is open every day and has 2 locations in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. Both Country Mart locations are top-of-the-line fuel stations serving Shell gas, including 93 ethanol-free high-octane gas, which is the best for all you boat owners. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food in your engines with great gasoline. Go Pirates.
Did you know that GUC's utility rates are not only low in the region, but also the state? That's right. When you combine the average electric, water, wastewater, and natural gas into one bill, only people in 2 of the 15 largest cities pay less than GUC customers. Only 2. Low rates and high reliability. Working in the best interest of the community rather than shareholders. That's the value of public utilities. That's the value of GUC.
This is Captain Bo Brooks of Power Water Outfitters. When you're catching fish on the Pamlico, come to our place and pick up your Smithy cast ironware that'll sear your fish to perfection. We also have men's outdoor clothing, marshwear, Grundens, Duck Camp, and AFCO. We carry Bahio sunglasses and have all different selections of those. We are a fully functional fly shop where you can chase fish on the fly. We are Pirate Water Outfitters, 108 North Market Street, downtown Washington, North Carolina. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook. Go Pirates.
Where do you find the best selection of pre-owned vehicles in Eastern North Carolina? It's DriveHereNow.com. DriveHereNow.com is a combination of 4 dealerships in Eastern North Carolina with a fully stocked inventory of over 200 SUVs, trucks, and cars. If you're looking to upgrade your vehicle or purchase for a new driver in the house, get shopping today at DriveHereNow.com. DriveHereNow.com, supporting the Pirates for over 47 years.
Hi, I'm Walker Allen Volova, and I'm with CopyPro. CopyPro has been locally owned and operated here in Eastern North Carolina for over 50 years. CopyPro is the leader in office technology. Does your business struggle with keeping printing costs low or producing professional documents? Here at CopyPro, total satisfaction is our #1 priority. We have a variety of solutions to help reduce your printing expenses and make your business more productive. Call us today at 1-800-682-6558 or online at copypro.net. CopyPro, we are the professional office systems people.
This is proud ECU alumni David Price of David Price Construction. As a leading general contracting firm, we specialize in commercial construction and renovation. Whether it's updating your office space, renovating your restaurant, or building a new retail store, our team at David Price Construction is ready to assist. We are committed to delivering quality, value, and customer satisfaction across all of our projects. So give us a call at 919-820-3612 or find us online at davidpriceconstruction.com. Go Pirates!
Washington's favorite place to eat and where all the locals go is down on Main Street. Down on Main Street's new fall weekly lunch specials are here and only for $8.99. Stop by Monday through Friday and enjoy chicken and pastry, spaghetti, meatloaf, hamburger, steak, and everyone's favorite fried shrimp plate. After work, Down on Main Street is the perfect spot for dinner and drinks with friends. Down on Main Street in historic downtown Washington. Go Pirates!
If you think football never ends, then you belong with us. Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to the U.S. Cellular Fifth Quarter Postgame Call-In Show. Here's Clip Brock.
Proud of the last 3.5 weeks. You got me? A lot of way to go, okay? But we ain't done yet. We ain't done yet. You got that? Everybody give me a hell yeah. Hell yeah. And you like we still gotta go. Wasn't our best game, but when you go 1-0 and you play like that, you just get a hell yeah. Hell yeah. You got me on that? Hey, let's see A-Rod. 1, 2, 3.
The locker room celebration, those give me the goosebumps, and I know gives Holden some great memories from his time here at ECU.
Nothing like it, man. Nothing like it.
Blake Harrell with the stone cold, oh, hell yeah. And, man, I want to look at all the candidates. I want to uncover every rock and all that, but who wouldn't want this guy to be the head coach of your football team?
He understands it. He gets it.
Awesome stuff. All right, 317-1250 if you want to jump on here early Friday morning. Tyler's up in Atlanta. What's up, Tyler?
I love these Pirates. It's still real to me, damn it. It's real to me, damn it. I mean it.
Anything else, Tyler? All right. That was it.
He waited all night for that right there, Cliff.
We found the guy, the still real to me guy. All right, let's get our Brown and Wood drive of the game, brought to you by Brown and Wood, serving the Pirate Nation in Eastern North Carolina for over 80 years. Brown and Wood has 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 showrooms, 1 goal. They leave you a happy customer every time. Brown and Wood on Green Boulevard, Greenville. Online at brownandwoodauto.com. And, it's the last drive of the game. Pirates getting in. Rajay doing his thing. And as a caller pointed out earlier, Holden, you needed that 2-point conversion for several reasons, but the Pirates needed it as well. And that was about all him. Will and heart and determination and whatever words you want to use getting in there. We know Rajay as kind of the bruiser he is, but how about the move he put on the guy, the previous touchdown?
Yeah, he looked really, really good tonight. And he has, when he's, got open space all year, looked kind of like he did in 2020. He's had a good year, man. I'm happy to see him go bowling. Obviously those seniors I played with and, mean a lot to me still. So happy to see them carry on kind of the tradition that we hope to build of at least going bowling every year at the minimum. So I know last year was a little speed bump along the way, but they ended their year. No matter what people say about them as a class, their last senior year, they led them to a bowl game, and hopefully we can do a lot more than that this year. So
Mark says we had our clinching clothes on. We found out before the game, Brian Bailey, somebody dropped a little nugget on him that the last 2 times East Carolina clinched a bowl berth, they were wearing black helmets, white unis, white pants.
Very true. BYU and Memphis.
Yep.
That is true. I guarantee they did that on purpose, too. I'm sure they did.
The clinching clothes.
Yeah.
Scott says, when's the last time, if ever, we were bowl eligible 3 times in 4 years? Had to happen in the rough era, right? 12, 13, 14. Yeah, we went to a bowl 3 straight. Right? Yeah.
Was the 5 and 7 year?
5 and 7 was 15. But Cardinals last year we lost to Florida.
The Birmingham Bowl, right?
We lost to Louisiana one of those years. We beat Ohio. That was 13. So, yeah, those 3 years in a row there, I believe.
Yeah.
All right, 317-1250. Let's take a look at the UBE stat sheet. We'll go over the numbers. My play of the night was Hauser over 290. I think it was 5.5. He finishes 314, 1 touchdown, 3 picks. This is the fix in.
What was it? Was it Jimmy who was like, what was he doing? Was he feathering the numbers? Was he feathering the numbers?
I'm not going to say anything to Jimmy because I apologize the way I treated him.
Yeah, that's not how you treat your listeners.
Rajay, my guy, 18 carries, 114 yards, 2 touchdowns, had a long one called back. Marlon Gunn found the end zone, 8 carries, 52 yards, and a touchdown. London Montgomery. So before the show, we did our fantasy picks. We're like, all right, Pirates going to throw for 500. So let's take every receiver. Give me Smith. Give me Winston. Give me Soel. Give me Yannick. No, it was the running backs getting in the end zone tonight. 3 running backs scored.
It was cool to see Rajay and Marlon because they were a huge role into the 2020 year. And Marlon was really good as a true freshman. Obviously, so was Rajay. So it was kind of cool to see them back. I'm very happy for both of them, but it's Rajay, obviously battled back from the injury, and then kind of so did Marlon. A lot of people forgot about Marlon, and he's always been a good back, so it's good to see him back in the action too.
Andrew Conrad continuing his schizophrenic year, hits a really big, and a caller pointed out, 52-yarder, and then misses a key extra point. Does not come back to bite the Pirates there, but he hit his field goal tonight.
And he hit the one where they were icing him. He hit 2 52-yarders back-to-back. Same exact kick.
So, again, kickers are weird, man.
Yeah.
Just never know. All right, last call for your call. We'll take one final timeout, and we'll come back, get ready to wrap things up here on the U.S. Cellular Fifth Quarter call-in show. Next for the Pirates, it's UTSA. I'm sorry, North Texas. And 3:30 start time. So, yeah, we'll be on 11:30 a couple of Saturdays from now. 317-1250 if you want to get in. Back with you after this.
Let me show you what goes on behind the scenes when making a Shaq-a-Roni. We created Shaq-a-Roni my way, an extra-large pizza topped with extra cheese and extra pepperoni. It's a simple recipe. We take everything you love, then we build it bigger. Pizza gets bigger when you Shaq-a-Roni.
Hey, Pirate fans, Papa John's is the MVP move for game day or any day. Place your order online at papajohns.com and sign up for Papa Rewards. Papa John's, better ingredients, better pizza. Go Pirates.
I'm Caleb Stroud, the founder of Stroud's Marine. I grew up on the water, and I've loved boating my entire life. In 2012, I decided to give back to the marine community by creating a way for boaters to order pre-owned salvage marine parts online. Stroud's Marine was born to offer incredible prices business and unparalleled customer service. We stand behind every part we sell, and our mission is to save you money and get you back on the water as quickly as possible. Visit StroudsMarine.com today for more information. Strouds Marine, your best source for salvage outboard parts.
My whole business just went up in flames, but my agent was there before the fire was out. We started a plan. I've got 25 employees who could be out of a job if we didn't get this place running again. My independent agent and auto owners insurance, they made sure we didn't skip a beat. I mean, we didn't miss a single payroll. That's incredible.
For whatever lies ahead, we're always there. This is Jeff Gibson with Town Insurance in Greenville. Call me today at 756-8300. Go Pirates!
This is Dr. Chris Barsani from Orthopedic Season Sports Medicine Center. Our practice has been caring for the athletes at ECU and the residents of Eastern North Carolina for more than 35 years. Whether it's treatment for your sports injuries or it's time for that joint replacement, Orthopedic Seats provides the latest in operative and non-operative orthopedic care. We also offer on-site physical therapy and MRI services as well as walk-in urgent care on the weekends from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Call us at 757-BONE or visit us online at orthoeast.com. Go Pirates.
The price is always right at Doug Henry of Greenville. Doug Henry of Greenville is under new management with over 300 vehicles to choose from and brand new inventory arriving daily. Doug Henry is easy to find on the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Memorial Drive and always online at DougHenryGreenville.com. Come on down and purchase the vehicle of your dreams today at Doug Henry of Greenville. Right on the corner, right on the price. Doug Henry of Greenville. Go Pirates!
There is road work outside, but plenty of food and fun inside at Fifth Street Hardware in downtown Greenville. Park right across the street and make your way in for a great lunch today or drinks with friends. There are over 40 beers on tap and plenty of new specialty cocktails to choose from. Don't forget about Singo on Tuesdays, trivia with DJ Captain Morgan on Wednesdays, local artist live music on Thursdays, and the best Sunday brunch starting at 10:30 a.m. Be sure to follow Fifth Street Hardware on Facebook and Instagram for all the 411. Go Pirates!
Need cash fast? National Finance Company is here to help. For over 50 years, National Finance Company has been the small loan specialist with loans from $1,000 to $5,000 with low payments to meet your budget. We're in the business of getting you the cash you need today. Apply online for a loan at one of our convenient branch offices and get your money as fast as today. It's easy. Get the cash you need. For extra cash, visit nfcmoney.com.
Pirate Radio.
Actual pirate?
Obviously. Duh. The voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to the U.S. Cellular Fifth Quarter Postgame Call-In Show. Here's Clip Brock.
All right, last call for your calls. We are energized and up thanks to Celsius. Look for your favorite Celsius flavor at your favorite retailer. And at ECU Games, Celsius, the official energy drink of Pirate Radio, proudly distributed by the Minges Bottling Group. We got 2 games left and a bonus. We got 3 games left to go here at Pirate Radio with the bowl game. So excited about that. We do have a caller on the line. We got somebody out in Oklahoma. Did you go to the game? Christopher is in Oklahoma. Hello, Christopher.
Hi, I'm doing pretty good. I just want to say I'm a big Pirate fan, and I listen to your show all the time, and I watch it on YouTube. And I thought it was a good win. And I think in a couple of years, I think we should maybe consider moving to the Big 12, and I think that will help us maybe get us into the college football playoffs and maybe win a national championship. And I want to get your thoughts on the game tonight and go ECU.
All right, Christopher.
I'll be calling in after the next game.
Sounds good.
ECU Pirates.
All right. Thank you, Christopher. I'd love to be in the Big 12.
I'd love to be in the national championship, Clip. That'd be pretty sweet.
By the way, UBE guy, can't remember your name, I'm sorry, talked to us earlier today and said, hey, what was that path to the championship? Did y'all ever figure that out? And I said, yeah, I don't think there is one. We were talking about that on the for the AAC championship. But man, and I did say when we had that conversation, that stupid loss to Charlotte, we're going to be like one game away.
Yeah,
and that's going to screw us, because if the playoff stays in its current state, East Carolina will have a chance every year, a legit chance, a good chance. You know, you're the highest ranked team. Tulane has a chance this year. In fact, if they'd have beat K-State earlier this year, where would they be? They'd be right around Boise in the rankings right now and have a good chance to go to the playoff.
Well, that's why it's so important for the head coach, the hiring of a head coach. I mean this in the best way possible, but as long as we play in this conference with these teams, we can win it every single year, no matter how we played the year before. Like, the teams aren't – Rice is never going to compete for a national championship. Temple – unless Matt Rule goes back, like, they've had one coach that's won there.
Well, we can see how cyclical it is, because coaches leave every year, players leave, and the good teams don't stay good for long.
Yeah, and if you look at our conference, you can compare NIL and all that. That's a totally different story and is, a serious, argument now. But just facilities, just culture, just fan base, stadium, all goes towards ECU. ECU has the best of that in the conference. We're not playing against Cincinnati, UCF, any of those Houstons anymore. Those schools are gone to the Big 12. Like, it is a very realistic thing that if you get the right head coach in here, and that head coach may be Blake Harrell, where you go on a run and just start dominating the conference. If you look at the American, and I'm going on a rant here, but if you look at the American, since it started, there's always been streaks of teams of like 2 or 3 years where they just dominate.
Yeah.
At first, it seemed to be UCF, and then kind of Cincinnati took that. And then it looked to be Tulane to take that, and they possibly could be, but it kind of seems like it's still for the taking.
Sure.
And why not ECU? Why not us to go take it? Why not hire the right head coach and go on a streak? We're in the conference to do it now. You don't got to go. You don't got to be in the Big 12 to go to the national championship anymore.
In fact, you could argue this, because if you go to the Big 12, you're going to get more money. You're going to get likely better players and all that. But we have as good, if not a better chance to go to the playoff the way it's structured right now here in the AAC.
We do.
Yeah. Now, the problem is, are they going to continue to have the playoff this way? It's only this way for 2 years. Then they're going to go back to the drawing board.
And I'll say this, you want to go a step further. If you want to make a national championship in football and in baseball, then going to the Big 12 should not be an option. It should be staying in the American, because Big 12 baseball, that's a whole nother story too. With Texas is gone now, but Big 12 baseball is really, really good too. And I know we could compete with them nationally, but I'm just saying, like, baseball's on that streak right now where they own the conference. If we can get like that in football, then I'm sure other conferences will be calling us. But let's just take over the conference. I mean, there's no reason we shouldn't.
All right, let's get some final thoughts in here. J-Bone, Pirates get win number 6. You cussed a lot during the game. It was ugly. I did too. I'm not singling you out.
Yeah, I actually did cuss a lot.
You cussed a lot at the fans more so than the actual game.
Well, I mean, I don't think I'm in the position to judge players and their athletic ability.
But you can judge the fans.
Yeah, I can tell a 7-year-old child to put his shirt on.
That's very respectful.
We're out in public, dude. But, that was point 1 of 18. No, hire Blake Harrell. I don't really care anymore.
Ooh, hire Blake Harrell.
Yeah, I don't think we have money to hire Joe Sloan or Garrett Riley or Dan Mullen. Like, this guy's won 3 games. Let's give him the gig.
All right. Shirley.
It's like Skip Holtz once said, maybe an ugly baby, but it's our baby.
Yeah, that baby was ugly tonight.
It was an ugly baby tonight, but you know what? A W is a W, and that's all that matters. We're bowl eligible, and let's see what happens.
Jared,
next 3 games.
That baby was breathtaking, to use a Seinfeld reference. Holt, final thoughts?
Yeah, going bowling. Anytime you go bowling, it's big for the program, big for the culture. And big for Blake Harrell to keep the job as the head coach. Best case scenario, I think, for ECU, your quarterback doesn't play the best. Maybe it keeps some teams away from taking him. So, and we're going bowling. So, great night for the Pirates.
All right. Man, we still have 168 sickos watching us this late. I love y'all. 40 on Facebook. That's fantastic. At 1:33 on a Friday morning. So thank you all so much. Thanks to our awesome sponsors, of course, the U.S. Sailor. Go to Brandon Tate's U.S. Sailor locations next to Little Caesars, Charles Boulevard in Greenville in front of Lowe's on Memorial Drive, next to Walmart on 10th Street, and the U.S. Sailor store in the Greenville Mall behind the Chick-fil-A. UBE provided the stat sheet. We had our Brown and Wood drive of the game. Orthopedics East injury report. We'll check on those Pirate receivers, Winston Wright and Chase Sowell. Had our Pirate towing first call of the fifth quarter. That was Cameron tonight. Thank you, Celsius, Buccaneer Music Hall for the scoreboard, and Emporium for the great food tonight as well. We had our Big Rock Power Sports live line, and it was rocking and rolling all night after ECU's 6th victory. Appreciate y'all. We'll be back live for you Monday at 3 o'clock on an all-new edition of Pirate Radio Live. Brian Bailey will be here. In the meantime, check out the Whole Naylor Show with Winston Wright and Chase Sowell, the Danny Beal Show with the Agnos Boys, Jake and Zach, and also a new edition of the Greg Hudson Show with Chris Johnson, who says whoever edits that is going to get their money, because there was a lot of four-letter words apparently going from both ways. So thank y'all for tuning in, and the Pirates are winners. We'll talk to you a couple Saturdays from now on the Bud Light pregame tailgate and U.S. Sailor Fifth Quarter Call-In Show.
You have been listening to the U.S. Cellular Fifth Quarter Postgame Call-In Show. Join us next time for complete postgame coverage of East Carolina football, exclusively on Pirate Radio.